Okay. Okay, if you want to challenge this God subject, I would like for you to come up. If you want to have a conversation about God, please do come up. If you want to ask questions about God and Jesus and all these things, please do come up. Let's talk about your God or Jesus, better still. How can you look at this character inside the book and think that Jesus is here to come and save you? Your pastors will be lying to you. Your pastors, they're lying to you. They're telling you about this guy. He's come to save you. He has come to for your redemption. It's a lie. It's all a lie. There is no Jesus saving anybody who say he is lying. Wait, even if Jesus appears and says his name is not Jesus, stupid people will say, but his name is not Jesus now. That's not his name. Okay, Binik, oh yeah, come. I've sent you a request. Don't just be typing. Maybe your God exists, Abby. If your God exists, come and tell me about your God now. Please. Maybe you can preach to me and make me believe in your sky daddy. Shall we do that? Maybe you can preach to me. Make me believe in your sky father. Come and preach to me. Please. Come and spread the word of your God. Come and spread the word of Jesus. I want to be saved by your sky daddy. Oh, look at this one. Say now, Jeshua Hamashiach. My Messiah, Jesus Christ, wasn't his real name. Somebody say they will message me their number and think that I will pick my phone and call the clown because please get out of here. Listen, your God. Have you seen? Let's even talk about the character of your God in the Bible. Let's talk about the character of God. Let's talk about the character of God. How many people God killed in the Bible versus how many the devil killed. Right, let's do that. Try. I never even start. It's already bad. You just, hey. It never even starts. It's already bad. I'll show you. Wait. Their sky daddy, eh? The one they said is going to forgive me or have mercy, or what did they say? They have not received the mercy of the guy. They're coming to come and tell me that may he have mercy on me. Wait, I'll show you. Hold on. Let's see the actions of Sky Daddy. No, if you believe in God, come and talk about him. Come on. If you are African and you believe in the God of your colonizers, what happened to you? Is everything okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you all right? The people that brought you the Bible were also the colonizers, took advantage of you and your people. And today you follow their God. You think that that God will bring you salvation? A God that could watch you and your people be colonized. You think that he will bring you salvation, right? You think that salvation will come from the God who could sit there, watch as your people were taken advantage of. Wake the fuck up. So look at this. You may not be able to see it, but I'll read it. Based on biblical accounts, God is depicted as causing over 2 million deaths inside the Bible. Sky Daddy, that they said should have mercy on me, he is depicted, it's right here, right? Accounts, as causing over 2 million deaths. While exact figures are impossible to confirm, analysts counting listed direct fatalities like the flood, Sodom and Gomorrah, the plagues, combined with other massacres, suggest a total ranging from hundreds of thousands into the millions. This is God. God is depicted as unaliving 2 million. You see, all the believers today, all those believers today, if they existed back then, they would have been one of these as well. And listen, I'm not telling you that I would have been somehow saved. No, I too, because this God cycle, this God, he just anybody, just out. He didn't have no chill at all, this God. He had no chill. 6 said that is just in the Old Testament from Genesis to Numbers. The ultimate death is in the New Testament. Please don't think that the New Testament is somehow better. God in the Old Testament said, okay, I've unalived everybody. I've done my worst. Nobody has stopped me. Nobody. Then God now said, okay, let me step it up a notch. Let's go for the highest possible unaliving. Hey, son, come over here. King Swag, you be real, Mumu. You be real, Mumu. King James, what am I doing with King James? What does one need King James for? What does one need King James for exactly? Why do we need the Ethiopian Bible? Are we Ethiopians? I mean, I'm not Ethiopian. King Swag, are you Ethiopian? Guys, please help me check out his profile. Please let me know. Is he Ethiopian? Hello, Cherry on the go. Good to see you. Please check if that person is Ethiopian for me, because I don't know why they're asking us to go and read the Ethiopian Bible. He's not. So why is he asking us to go and read the Ethiopian Bible? You are African. What part of Africa are you from? Asking us to go and read the Ethiopian Bible. No. Have you read the Ethiopian Bible? You? Nanaija. No, you said na Naija. Ah. Oh. So you're telling me the person wey say make we carry go read Ethiopian Bible na Naija person. Shey una know say Ethiopian people, they cannot tell, the thing no fit drop for their mouth, say, go and read Nigerian Bible. Shey una know that it's an Ethiopian person cannot come here and say to me, go and read the Nigerian Bible. But the Nigerian will come here and tell me, go and read the Ethiopian Bible. Ah! Cha. Thank you, guys. The one way from Niger, I am African. You from Niger, you're telling me I should go and read Ethiopian Bible. Wait there. They really finished their work on you. They really took their time. They took your brain, took it outside of your head like this. They took it. Got a nice frying pan. Put your brain on the pan. Put small oil. You only need small oil. Small one. They fried it. They fried your brain a little. Just fry it. After frying the thing, then they now open your head and put it back. They did well. Now we should go and read Ethiopian Bible. I have nothing against the Ethiopians, but enough is enough. Enough is enough. King James, that one too did his own. Now we go Ethiopian Bible. Next thing they will soon tell us to go and read Afghanistan Bible. No, Abi, why can't we read Afghanistan Bible? Why Ethiopian Bible? For what reason? For what reason? And don't you think that your God is making a mockery of you now? If God wants you to be reading books, so to figure this your sky daddy out, now you have to read book, eh? Yeah. Go and read. Go and read. Go and read. The person who is telling us to go and read has not read. They don't read their books. They don't read their Bible. They don't read it. Ask them, have you read the Bible from cover to cover? You already know what the answer is. You think, say Jesus Christ. Okay, please tell us, King Swag, what's his name? What is his name? Your Lord and Savior, please. What is, and please, I am asking, the question I am asking you, I'll tell you the question I'm asking in case you don't understand. Hold on. What is your God's, that character? You said Jesus is not his name. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is it here. I hope he's okay. I can hear my son making all that noise. I hope he's all right over there. He is Jewish. Oh, he's a Jewish follower. Okay. So, the question I am asking is centered around this particular verse in your Bible. Okay? Have a look at this. This is Philippians chapter 2 from verse 9 to 11. Yeah? Hey, Thunder Scorpion, hello. Good to see you, Thunder. Long time no see. Long time no see. Okay, look at this here, guys. Wherefore, God also has highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name. Right? Then they continue that at the name of Jesus. But we all know that Daddy could not have named his own son Jesus, right? I hope everybody knows that. There is no way in hell Sky Daddy looked at his son and said, I now name you Jesus. So the question is, the verse says God highly exalted him and gave him a name which is above every name. King Swag, what is the name that your Sky Daddy gave his own son? Please, we want to know. Enlighten us. What is the name that your Sky Daddy gave his own son? Let's go.
How you bring me come up now? Hello.
Please now, what will be the name we in Papa give am?
I don't talk am already now. You know,
I no
see
see
am for
am.
comment.
No, I no see am. Wetin be the name?
Yeshua the Mashiach.
So you be Niger person wey dey tell us to go and read Ethiopian Bible.
So wait till the one way you know, no be waiting why people tell you. You know, go find the truth.
You don't read them. You don't read. Wait now, you don't read.
I be Jewish, yo.
You be Jewism.
I be Jewish. So you know, go
wait,
to tell me.
Wait, you are Jewish.
Joshua was Jewish.
You are Jewish. Waiting, Billy? You say you are a Jew?
I don't believe Christianity was not established by Joshua. Christianity now just they do am now they follow am.
So you waiting you be now? You waiting you be?
Oh mommy, I know where I belong. I know they follow now they do that one.
When you read the Bible, do you read the New Testament or just the Old Testament you read?
Everything. You know, say King James now change Bible not stop for 60
if you're not
something.
Jew, if you're not Jew, then why are you reading the New Testament? Shouldn't you be reading the Torah?
I believe in Messiah.
Shouldn't you be reading the Torah?
I read the Torah. I believe in Joshua.
Huh?
I believe in Joshua. Joshua never died, he lived. So
Joshua,
now they talk with that.
Hold on. Joshua never
died, he lived.
Sorry, who is Joshua now? All these many names I'm not getting.
Joshua is the Messiah now. He's our Messiah. What are you? You think I go talk to Jesus Christ?
No, but you know, if you are Jewish, the Jewish people are still waiting for their own Messiah, but your own Messiah has landed already.
Messiah.
The Jewish people.
First of all, you need to know.
The Jewish people, they are still waiting for their Messiah.
Yes, Messiah will come back and rule again because Messiah lived.
Now, hold on. You believe in Yeshua, but the Jewish people, they don't believe in that guy.
They believe in what?
They're still waiting for their Messiah. He's coming still.
Because Messiah is still coming back to earth to put to end Lucifer, to rule the earth again. That's why he's Messiah.
To put to end Lucifer?
He's
This is-
coming to put Antichrist. Do you know Antichrist now? You know
No,
Antichrist.
I
That's
don't
why.
know. I don't know Antichrist. Tell me more. Tell me
If
more.
you don't know, that is for you now.
No, now
You
tell
know.
me
At the
more.
last day, you will
You
know.
are the king
Forget
swag
saying
now.
Jesus is
A
not
whole
Jesus
king
Christ.
swag cannot tell me. Tell me about the Antichrist. I want to hear.
See, let me tell you.
Please tell me.
Yeshua the Messiah is my Messiah. And he's going to come back and rule the earth and put an end to Antichrist. That's what I believe. I believe that the Most High, by the power of the Most High God, Jah.
Please tell me about the Antichrist. Tell me about who is the Antichrist?
The Antichrist now. You know the Antichrist now.
No, tell me who is the Antichrist.
The people that does not believe now, the unbelievers.
Believe in what exactly? People that don't believe in what?
Yeah, you thought that you existed from nowhere now.
No, people that don't believe in what? You can't even make it sense.
Afro, he said he's not Jewish.
It doesn't mean your life is like your soul is
He's not Jewish. That's not what he said. He said he's Jewish.
I'm Jewish. I'm part of the Israelites.
No,
Part of the Israelite family.
Afro, you know the funny thing? He said
Wait
he's
till
Jewish,
they
right?
laugh.
And he
You
said that.
wait till you never hear
King
before.
Swag,
I'm
hold
telling
on.
you the
Wait,
doctrine.
Shiri, you said that his name is not Jesus, Abi?
Don't say
I
Jesus
know they
Christ.
mention Jesus.
Tell me about it.
Wait, Shiri, you said his name is not Jesus. So why do you not believe in the Antichrist?
Request and come and tell me about the Jesus that is coming soon. Please, I want to know how soon is he coming.
I know they hear your question. What did they ask?
Afro, please, I want to know, if he does not believe in Jesus Christ, why does he believe in the Antichrist? He believes in Yeshua.
Let me tell you. I believe in Yeshua the Messiah, our Messiah. Why I call him the Messiah is because he's gonna be the one to put an end to Antichrist.
So how did Antichrist come about?
The Antichrist have been in existence now.
Do you know the Antichrist? Hold on. Antichrist comes from the word Jesus Christ. That is people that don't believe in Jesus Christ.
I don't know why you're calling Jesus Christ.
Because you said that brought up Jesus Christ. You are saying Antichrist. How can there be? Hold on. How can there be? Oh,
translated that name.
Hold on now. You wait.
So wait. I want to know, please. I really want to know, King Swag. How are you a Jew? How is a Nigerian man a Jew?
Let me say that our colonies know when we know the truth now.
Hey, that's
the
fine. I understand. So now that you have figured it out, King Swag, listen. Now that you have figured it out, please tell us, how did you discover that you are a Jew?
Back in the days now, didn't you believe in Prophet Abraham? Don't you believe in all those prophets?
No, Abraham, not me. Tell us, how did you come to the realization that you are a Jew, a Nigerian man is a Jew?
As I am now, I'm no more a kid, so I need to know my source. I need to know the truth. It's not
how did you come to that conclusion? How did you come to? What did you read? What did you figure out? What was it? What was the research? What did you do?
I read so many books.
Like what? What did you read?
I first know about the Muslim. I study all the religion, and there's nothing good from the religion.
How did you work out that you are a Jew?
Me?
Yes.
There are 12 tribes. There are 12 tribes. 12 tribes. There are 12 tribes of Judah. You understand? So.
Okay. What has the 12 tribes of Judah got to do with you?
I'm from
Did you just say there are 12 tribes of Judah?
Yes, I'm saying the 12 tribe of Judah. I'm from the 12 tribe of Judah.
You are from the 12 tribes of Judah.
Yes. I can tell you my
how many tribes does Israel have again?
Israel have 12 tribes now.
And there are 12 tribes of Judah as well as 12 tribes of Israel.
That's my tribe. Take the comment. That's where I'm from. If you want to know, you know. Even January to December, January was not the first month. January wasn't the first month. The first month was April.
Afro, this guy
The
is
first
high.
month was
Wait,
April. Everything is
hold on,
changed. You need
hold
to know
on.
the truth.
You said you are from God.
Yeah, from the tribe of Gab. I know my source.
So wait,
So
there are 12 tribes in Israel. And no,
Yeah.
Swag, listen. There are 12 tribes in Israel and also 12 tribes in Judah.
Let me tell you.
No, please, can you respond? I'm asking you a question.
There are only 12 tribes
I'm
in
asking
Israel.
a question. I am
12
asking a
of
question.
Israel.
Are there 12 tribes in Israel as well as 12 in Judah?
There are 12 tribes of Israel.
What you just said 12 in Judah.
I don't say it in Judah. I say I first said I'm from tribe. I'm from 12 tribes.
Guys, please. Did he say 12 tribes of Judah or no?
Yes, he did.
Yes,
I
he
said
said
12
it.
tribe of Israel.
No,
I say I'm
you first
from
of all said
you
you
said
are from the
Judah.
first tribe of Judah. Then Afro now asked you that, is there 12 tribes of Israel? And you said yes.
12
So-
tribe of Israel. We have 12 tribe of Israel now. What are you saying? You guys now where they love me, I don't even know where they talk.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, did you go to school?
Yeah, now
No,
you know
wait,
Swahili.
Olu, Afro, I don't know if it's only me. Can you guys hear the way this guy is
Go
talking?
to school.
This
I
guy
dey tell you
us.
history. I dey tell you what you know go learn for anywhere. Except say you want learn am.
Okay, listen, King Swag, please just hold on. Dark Side Street, hello, and Skipper
12 tribe of
TM. Is any of you a Christian? Please hold on, King Swag. Dark Side Tweet. Hey, Dark Side Tweet. Hey.
Hey, no, I'm not a Christian.
You're not a Christian. What are you?
I would say I won't say I'm an atheist, no, but I'm not a Christian.
So if you're not an atheist and you're not a Christian, do you have a belief? You have a belief in God or any sorts of deities?
Yeah, I believe like there's a source, like
a
energy
source,
we all tap from. That's what I just believe.
an energy that we all tap from.
I may drop me. I want to drop me.
Is that guy?
He's high.
Yeah. He needs to go. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Who tell you that I don't know what they talk about?
You're talking. You are talking nonsense.
Afro,
I'm
saying
nonsense.
this that is high.
I will tell you the name. See, let me tell you.
It's a big
I don't
shame.
already tell
It's
you
a
my
big
side.
shame, King Swag. It's a big shame a Nigerian man like yourself. You call yourself. Call yourself. Say you be.
Colonists don't want you to know the anything.
Yeah.
Turn everybody away from the truth.
What do you know?
They no go know anything now.
Look, okay, you that you know, tell us what you know.
I don't tell you. I don't first tell you. Say Jesus Christ no be the real name.
What is the real name? What is the real name?
You never hear that one.
What is the real name?
The real name is Yeshua the Mashiach, the Messiah.
Who gave him that name?
That was his name. That was his earthly name.
Who gave him that name?
I don't go answer you. Go find him out.
Who gave him the name? Who gave him that name?
My name be that. Go find him out.
But who gave him the name? Did his mother call him that?
The Most High.
Did his mother call him Yeshua Hamashika? What did you say?
That was his name because he was from Israel now. He was Jewish.
Did his mother call him that?
That was his name now. That's why I'm telling you.
Can you please answer the question? Did his mother call him that?
Yes, that was his name before they changed it.
So you mean that he allowed them to change his name?
Now colonies, now the Roman people will capture him. How they take do him? People will capture him. How they take do him?
So he allowed himself to be captured.
Which one be allow himself to be captured?
No, now you're telling us about your God who was captured, no? A God that will sit there, a God or his
They do
son,
not believe
sit
in
there,
him now. They
allow
don't-
his name, it will
Let me
allow
tell
his
you,
name to be changed.
they don't
The
believe
same
in
God
us.
will sit there and allow the people he created to capture him. What kind of mumu God are you following like this?
From he say allow the people to capture him.
You just said he was captured, though.
The whole am now, yes, now no be earthly person him been come for earth.
So he no get power at all, eh?
Which one? You know, see the miracle when do?
Which mumu miracle?
Okay, you think say because say King James don't come write Bible, you think say now be the real Bible.
Which mumu
You
miracle?
know, we'll go find the real one read. Now we Africans, now we get everything. Oh, let me tell you, now we Africans, now we get everything. Forget the one.
Uncle, please. That just sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That was just a drain on our thinking faculties. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Doesn't even have a clue. Has not just nothing. What a damn shame. What a damn shame. Anyway, Dark Side Tweet, sorry about you were saying earlier on, you said that you believe in us, that there is a source.
Things like that.
And what informs this belief?
So I just believe that there's nothing that came out from this. They can be. We all came out from something actually. So for us, like came out from something because something has to create something for that thing to be. So we might not know what that is. People can give it a different name and whatever, but there should be something that's just higher. It can be like one powerful energy, one so I just give it that word. It's just like
One powerful energy. One powerful energy. If you don't mind, I would like to know what you mean by energy. Powerful energy. I don't understand what that means.
It's just like something that we all tap from, like something that our inspiration. Yeah.
Something we tap from.
Yeah, like
I don't do any tapping though. I don't tap from anywhere. Where are you tapping from? You said something that we all tap from. That side too. If you're doing any tapping, please fill us in. Fill us in on this. Your tapping, huh? What are you tapping from?
So, inspiration wise. Yeah, sometimes something's just common. Like you're inspired to do something that you have never thought about it, like writing of music and some other stuff like that.
So you mean the thing you're tapping from takes time out of its day to inspire you to write music, to just put thoughts in your head? The source that we are tapping from. Inspires the writing of music. I see. I don't know. And I asked the question earlier on, what informs your belief? What makes you think that there is this powerful energy or whatever this thing is? Guys, why is it? I don't know. Why can people just not believe until there is sufficient reason to believe? What why is that so hard to do?
I understand what you're saying. So I'm not saying that there's a God or there's a God that has.
No, you see, I haven't mentioned the word God. I have not even mentioned the word God at all.
I'm not saying that there's anyone that can explain.
I didn't mention the word God at all.
Okay. I'm not saying that there's.
Why? No, I asked. Why is it that people cannot hold on, right, to this believing thing? Just not do any believing until there are reasons, sufficient reasons to believe.
So, given the fact that the way this planet came to be, I just believe that there should be something that actually made it happen. So, I don't have a particular name for it, but I just know that there's something that make it happen.
Okay.
So that's just what I'm saying.
Something or someone?
I don't know if I can't say because I don't know this person. I don't know if it's a person, if it's a thing, if it's a just like I won't call like the air that we breathe. I won't call it someone or something. I'll just say something.
Do you pray to it at all? Do you pray
Can
to
I
it?
ask- Can I ask him a question?
Yes. Is just be kind with the guy.
I am. I'm being kind. Have you taken the time to look at the evidence of how the Earth formed?
About the Big Bang.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
So are you talking about the Big Bang?
No, I'm talking about how the actual planet Earth formed.
I've not really getting much information about it. Most of the information I've been getting are mostly religious related.
Okay, so what the good question would be, why haven't you taken a look at the scientific evidence we have on how planets form?
The Big Bang, is that not scientific evidence?
No, it's not. No, sir. I'm not talking about the Big Bang theory.
Hey, water goddess.
What? What do you say?
I'm not talking about the Big Bang.
Do you have any other evidence that you can share with me? I've
How
actually
planets formed? Yes. We have observed it and we know how planets formed. We have a pretty solid line of evidence to show how the planets formed in our solar system. And it's there to research on the phone that you're holding. You have the ability to do the research. Now, the question will be this: will you? Dark side, will you go and research that information?
You say?
Will you go and research about how the planet Earth formed scientifically?
Yeah, I've actually did some research, but I can still, check on what you just said now, if that makes sense.
Well, that's what I'm asking you to do, is to go look at things like, and I'm not going to use the big words like accretion disk and all that because that'll be confusing, but we know how planets form. We know this. We have evidence. We know how stars form. We have that evidence. We have the scientific evidence, and we could even go all the way back to, you say, the Big Bang Theory. You say that's not true, right? Did you say that the Big Bang Theory is not true?
I'm not saying it's not true.
No. He didn't say it's not true.
No. That's what I was asking. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was checking because hello, Vessel.
Hello. Just very quickly, Skipper TM. Hello, Skipper TM. Just one sec. Hi, Skipper TM.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Are you a believer in God, Jesus, Allah, or any of these creatures?
I'm a Christian, yeah.
Oh, you're Christian. Okay.
Yeah.
Please just hang on for a minute, okay?
Yeah, I'll wrap it up real fast. Dark Side, I would encourage you to do the research into learning about what science says for these things. Because that might help. Because that might help you with some of the questions on how this came to be.
So I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I've been making my own research already. I've been doing some research on my own because I used to be like a Christian. My dad was a Muslim, so I used to be like, a Christian Muslim. This week I'm a Christian. Next week I'm a Muslim. Depends on where
Right.
which
But dark
which
side,
person I'm with. So
I know your type.
so
the
I've
problem, I
actually
have dark side. There's a
So-
small problem with what you just said, though. When I asked you if you looked into this, you specifically
I'm
said the
making my own
sources that
research.
you
It's
looked
okay.
into.
It's okay. Atheist says it's okay. Like I said, it's okay. Like he sounds like he is trying to figure this out.
Well,
Yeah?
what I'm pointing out though is you
So
specifically
let me
said
say
to
something.
me,
Let me say
wait,
something.
dark
Let me say
side.
something.
Wait, hold
You
on.
specific-
That side, hold on. Let's hear atheist.
Let me just
Oh, okay.
you just now said you've been doing the research, but when I asked you about what you've researched, you said the little you've researched had been in religious text.
Not just religious thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood when I asked you before, and you said it was mostly religious text. My apologies, I misunderstood. So I would encourage you to keep reading and looking.
What I meant was that's what I have grown up to know to that's what I've heard more. That's when you're growing up, that's what you hear about. The Muslims say desire being created. Before you do your own personal research, that's what you've just been used to.
Okay, so that was the base. So since then, you've done research into the scientific evidence.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Keep doing that.
Yeah, keep doing that. And yeah, just don't stop at I am no longer a Christian, no longer a Muslim, but I believe in energy.
I feel like that the only thing for me now is just if I can figure out how the world is being created, how the first human came to be. That's it. Anything that makes me figure those two things out, that's just it.
How is that going to change your life?
The phone that you're using right now.
I'm getting to know things now. I have to.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Atheist Cat already told you. The phone that you've got in your hand. One Google search. How did humans come into existence?
So I understand what you're saying, but you know when you make research like that, you see other scientists.
He wants a fairy tale story, Afro. He's not going to find that interesting.
Just hold on. Let me hear him now.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Then you see some scientists that will still come to debunk what you have read from another scientist. You see scientists that will come and you go on YouTube, you watch like a scientist talking about how Jesus and stuff like that. So it's just very complicating when you see somebody that you expect like, oh, this should come from the knowledge from a science should come from, and he's also saying something that is related to Christianity and stuff like that. So there always be arguments about how factual this information is.
You need to look for reliable sources, not just any random person that calls themselves a scientist online. There are many fakes out there, many, but look for, whenever you go on your search engine, it gives you a lot of hits, yeah? Now you now have to scroll through to see, okay, what's a reliable source here? Yeah? And you go and that's how to sift through bullshit. Fact check any information that you have received. This is how you get to what we call truth. Fact checking. So just listening to this person debunking that scientist and debunking that scientist, right? Which is, it's a good thing to do, but how do you then get to truth? How? Anyway, let's speak to Skipper. Hello, Skipper. Thank you guys for the tab. Hey, Gabriel Anthony. Who else?
Hello.
Hello, Skipper. Hi. Hi. Are you a Nigerian?
No, Zambian.
You're from Zambia. Oh, nice.
Bwanji.
I know, so close to Malawi.
Yeah, it's Maribwanji, isn't it?
I don't know if they speak Mbanji. Do you say Mbanji?
Yeah, that's more like Nyanja Bueno Mule Bwanji.
Hey, okay.
We know.
No. Kaye, no. Okay, so tell us, how did Christianity come to Zambia?
Christianity came to Zambia through colonization.
Eh?
Yeah.
So you were colonized?
Yeah.
Hence why you're a Christian?
No, I'm a Christian because I made a personal decision to be Christian.
You made a personal decision to follow the religion of the colonizers.
No. To be Christian, not the religion of the colonizers, but to be Christian.
The colonizers brought Christianity, no?
Yeah. No.
I want you to just think for a minute. Do you think that the religion brought to you by the people who colonized you can somehow benefit you in any way, shape, or form?
It does.
Tell me how Christianity benefits you.
It benefits me on a personal level because I can see my transformation, my growth.
Yeah, tell me what. Just give me some examples of this transformation and growth that you have experienced as a result of being a Christian.
Theological, being accountable. So I'm accountable, and I live with human beings, and I have to value them, my brothers. So that's where it benefits me.
I don't see the relationship with the Christianity. Sorry. I mean, we are social beings. And so valuing the people that are closest to you, this is a natural human trait. So how does Christianity benefit you? Tell me something that you get as a Christian that someone who isn't a Christian doesn't get. What sort of things? But for the reason of the purpose of you being a Christian separates you from all the others.
Again, it's the issue of being transformed. Now, if you're going to say anyone can transform, yes, they can transform to better people, but that is on a personal claim. So I'm going to look at the wide claim. If I know I've wronged you, and I know I've hurt your feelings, I can apologize. Now, if I take it to another person, that is just an option. If they feel like apologizing, they will apologize. If they don't feel like, they won't.
How do you transform? When you say transform, when you said that word transform, for whatever reason, I just thought about Bumblebee, a Transformers movie. Yeah, how the car transforms into a robot. So, what did you transform? What did you transform from and to? You transform from what to what?
Okay, so that is called inner transformation. All right.
Inner transformation.
Yes.
Tell me more about inner transformation.
This is a transformation that happens within you that other people can see evidently from the outside. So what do I mean by that? There's a moral aspect. Okay. So when I do things, I get to regret. I get to be shamed. Okay. And I can come up to someone to say, this, maybe if you didn't even know that I've wronged you, maybe I stole from you. You never even knew. But then the guilt in me is going to tell me to say, oh, I need to go and apologize to Sister Afro. Sister Afro, I know you left this thing for you, but I want to tell you I'm the one who did that. All right, I'm the one who did that, and I'm asking for your forgiveness. Now,
how many of that have you done in your Christian walk and Christian race? How many of that sort of going back to tell this person what I've done to wrong you? How many of that have you done within your Christian race? I'm curious.
Okay, so since this question was about it was personal. So I'm going to tell you I've done that thing before. All right.
Like how many times? Like many times or just once or what?
A few times. All right.
And what was the reaction of the other person?
I remember on the other occasion I was punished. The other one I was I can give you worst case and best case scenario. So the other one I was severely punished, and then the other one
You were severely punished.
yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to understand that your transformation, your inner transformation, led you to be externally severely punished.
Yeah.
Sorry. I shouldn't be laughing, but my goodness. Wait, so you transform inside, and then your transformation leads you to go and be severely punished on the outside. I don't get it. I honestly don't. I don't get it. So
Was the punishment?
can
did you go
somebody
to
help
jail?
me out? It's funny. I can't.
Was the punishment you went to jail?
No, I wasn't, but I was severely punished.
Oh,
You did.
hello.
I'm not sure what you mean by severely punished. If you really wanted to do it right, wouldn't you have turned yourself into the authorities because you broke the law?
No, listen, I didn't break the law. This is where like maybe I maybe do something to you.
Oh,
maybe
okay. So we're not stealing. You just did something that might have hurt somebody's feelings or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And because you hurt somebody's feelings, you got severely punished.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Did
mean,
you stop doing it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you stop doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. So after that last punishment, you've never been punished again because you didn't do anything wrong.
So listen, when I say I was punished, it's because I noticed I've done something wrong. All right, I've done something wrong, and I go to this person to say I've done something wrong. I explain the issue, but I'm really sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry, and this person says okay, but there's nothing for nothing, so you have to save. So there's where you don't knock off. You work your days off, and I worked like for a month.
Wait. Now we have a problem here. So if you're comfortable, because you don't have to, what exactly did you do? Because the punishment you're saying is equivalent to something like you broke something or you damaged something or you stole something.
I really do not want to go into the details.
Was it one of those categories?
These are categories where you cannot stop something from happening, and you try on your end, and maybe on my side I overlook things, all right, which could have ended possibly could have ended in someone losing their life.
Oh, so you didn't do your job correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, because you didn't do your job correctly.
No. This thing was bigger, all right? This thing was bigger. So I explained. So, but because where you have to live in harmony with people, if I remain on my side and I say I didn't know about this or that, or I was inadequate to handle this position or this situation, still it wasn't going to make any sense. So I have to come back and say I tried to do this, but sorry for my shortcomings. I didn't see this. Yeah.
I've been an atheist my entire life. I'm 51 years old. I've done bad things and I've apologized for it. I didn't need a God to do that. Do you think you need a God so that you know what to do correctly, that you didn't feel this before?
Yeah. For me, on my side, yeah.
Huh. I would say then keep believing in this God if it keeps you from doing bad things that hurt people.
Yeah,
I don't think it's true, but if it's keeping you from doing these bad things that harm people, you should keep believing in it to keep from harming people.
Skipper, are you aware of Deuteronomy 22?
What about Deuteronomy and what does it got to do with my personal faith?
Can you recite it and tell us about it?
Just 1 second.
Your own interpretation of it.
Just 1 second. I hear that we have a special guest with us. Very special guest that has been brought here very specially. Right, Vessel of Dishonor?
Yes, Victor. Thank you for coming over, Victor.
No problem.
Very educated, very eloquent, very knowledgeable.
Oh.
So it would be, I think I will have an interesting discussion with Victor.
I think the current conversation is in line with what we were talking about before we came here. So I was listening very attentively, to be fair, because it's in line.
Yes.
I love how the conversation have moved away from religion to moral, ideologies as to the justification of our actions, which is where, I was going. And that's really nice. Yeah.
Hey, Small says Victor needs deliverance. What does that mean?
What did I do? Why do I need deliverance?
We'll figure him out. Please carry on, Atheist. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It kind of does tie into the God existing thing. Is your evidence is you found empathy. But if other people have empathy without a God concept, how do you know it was a God concept that made you feel it? Could it have been a different God that gave you this conviction and not the one you believe in?
No, not possible.
How would you know?
It could even be Satan, because if he had not said anything, he wouldn't have been punished severely.
Exactly.
Right? So maybe it could be Satan leading him so Satan could have a good laugh watching being punished severely.
I mean, that's very possible. So how did you determine we're going to accept that it's your conviction that it was God, but how did you determine which God did it?
Because of what it says in the Bible, he does, because when he sends the Holy Spirit,
there we go.
So we are able to tell which fruits are being bared here. If I am bearing fruits of the devil, then I'll do likewise.
Gotcha.
Wait, sorry, what sort of fruits does the devil possess? When you say fruits, what sort of fruits does the devil possess? What are the fruits of the devil?
Okay, so when we look at by human beings, we have to look at someone bearing the fruits of the spirit, because a human being will show those fruits.
No, fruits of the devil. What are the things that the devil has done? Tell us about the fruits that he bore or bore in the Bible.
Okay, so we have to look at Galatians. So some of these are mentioned, like hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, fractions, envy, drunkenness, witchcraft.
Okay.
The devil, drunkenness. Where do you see that?
Afro. Sorry, please, I want to ask, how does he know this? Because it's the Bible that says it's about the devil, right? The devil has not come to say his own part of the story. So you don't know if they are just telling a lie on the devil.
No, but the Bible doesn't even say anything about the devil being drunk.
Right. But I think I figured something out here, if I may, just real fast. Skipper, is the reason why you apologize to these people is because of a fear of hell?
No. I'm not even scared of hell. Okay. My main point is that I have a relationship that I know works. Okay. So if you've got a working formula, why should I change it? Or why should I try to prove it?
I just want to make sure. If you did not do this sort of things, because I'm going to guess the things you did, were they sins?
He has a relationship.
Right. Would they have been considered sins, Skipper?
Okay, I don't know what this conversation is doing because they're trying to make it look like maybe I did it out of fear.
Well, I'm trying to figure something out here. The things you did, would they be considered sins?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you did not atone for them and got forgiveness, what would happen to you?
If I did what?
If you committed these sins and did not atone for them, what would happen to you?
I'll be condemned. First of
Which
all,
would lead you to go to
Hellfire.
right. I think you might have did it out of the fact that you're afraid of going to hell.
Right.
That is
Can we? I would like him to. Maybe somebody else might want to ask a question, or
Yeah, go ahead.
anybody else wants to say anything, or what?
I did. So I want him. Well, I have it pulled up anyways. Deuteronomy 22, verse 13 through 21.
Are you waiting? You wanting to read it or what? Olu?
okay, you can go right ahead.
I'm sorry. So I just want to talk about this because it was Uhamiri that basically pointed it out to me how he's a great apologist. And so I want to talk about it. So this story is about a man and a woman. Let me just start and read it. This is Deuteronomy 22, verse 13 through 21. If a man takes a wife and after sleeping with her dislikes her and slanders her and gives her a bad name saying, I married this woman, but when I approached her, I did not find proof of her virginity, then the young woman's father and mother shall bring to the town elders at the gate proof that she was a virgin. Her father will say to the elders, I gave my daughter in marriage to this man, but he dislikes her. Now he has slandered her and said, I did not find your daughter to be a virgin. But here's the proof of my daughter's virginity. Then her parents shall display the cloth before the elders of the town, and the elders shall take the man and punish him. They shall fine him 100 shekels of silver and give them to the young woman's father, because this man has given an Israelite virgin a bad name. She shall continue to be his wife. He must not divorce her as long as he lives. If, however, the charge is true and no proof of the young woman's virginity can be found, she shall be brought to the door of her father's house, and there the men of her town shall stone her to death. She has done an outrageous thing in Israel by being promiscuous while still in her father's house. You must purge the evil from among you. When I first read this, I was sick to my stomach. Like, okay, honestly, to be quite fair, whether she was a virgin or not, she does not deserve to be stoned, right? But the man only receiving a fine of 100 shekels, but the woman has to be stoned to unalivement. Where's the justification?
It's in the verse itself, because what this verse is teaching, I know where you're looking at. You're looking at what 100 shekels is. and you're also comparing it with a life. Okay, and you call it to say this is heavy. This verse is actually for women, where they should preserve themselves according to the traditions.
Hey,
But is
hold
that
on.
hey?
Hold on. So women should preserve themselves and not men,
Well, unless you've
right?
got any scientific term on how you can tell if a man can, or how you can tell if a man has lost his virginity.
Right.
Maybe
From an African perspective, and from where I'm from, they do virginity testing on men.
how?
And what you should know is that women, the only what they look for in a woman to prove virginity is whether the hymen is intact or not. There are many ways a woman's hymen can be broken without having intercourse. So if that lady, maybe she rid a horse or something, or played sports, she ran, fell down, and the hymen is no longer intact, they came to having the intercourse and she didn't bleed, right? She would be unalived. Are you aware of that? And you're talking about women should keep themselves intact. She hasn't done anything, but the hymen has broken. Not her doing it intentionally, but she'll get unalived for that.
Okay.
So what do you say about that then?
Okay, so you're using modern day activities.
I'm not using modern day anything. It's the way it has always been. Hymen is not just broken through intercourse. There are many ways that hymen can be broken, right? Some people are even born without hymen.
Yeah, I wanted to add that.
Thank you, Victor. Some people are even born without hymen. So when it comes to doing the deed, and she does, in fact, do you know what, Skipper? Some women don't even bleed the first time they do it. They can bleed maybe the second or the third time, maybe because the first time they didn't break the hymen properly. So because there's no blood on the sheets, this young lady is going to lose her life.
Can I just say, on this subject of hymen breaking through intercourse, I was talking to someone not too long ago who is she's a lifelong lesbian, has never had any interactions with a man at all. Right from when she was very young, she knew that she's just like a man, right? And so, I was curious. I wanted to know, okay, so are you saying that, things are like it's still intact? Or as in, no, she said, no. It's been broken. I said, okay, if you've never been with a man, then how? She said, fingers now. I said, what? So yeah. So these things are easily done. They just, hey. That's the first time I was hearing, okay, so really, without penetration, right? So I don't know, people just assume that you have to stick a dick in there, but no, there are many ways to go about these things. And like Russell said, some people aren't even born with one, right? Some people this hymen thing can be broken just in many different ways. So
I have more to read.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is verse 23 through 29. Wait, Vessel, you want to say something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, when we're talking about the I thought you'd finished reading.
Guys, thank you for the 68,000 likes. And please, let's do some more shares. We got 16 shares. All right, go on, Olu.
Okay, and for those who are following along, this is the NIV version. If you guys are,
sorry, Olu,
particular.
When you're done, we hear from Science and Victor. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Deuteronomy 22, same chapter, verse 23 through 29. If a man happens to meet in a town a virgin pledged to be married, and he sleeps with her, you shall take both of them to the gate of that town and stone them to death. To unalivement, sorry. The young woman, because she was in a town and did not scream for help, and the man, because he violated another man's wife. You must purge the evil from among you. But if out in the country a man happens to meet a young woman pledged to be married and grapes her, only the man who has done this shall unalive. Do nothing to the woman. She has committed no sin deserving unalivement. This case is like that of someone who attacks and unalives a neighbor. For the man found the young woman out in the country, and though he betrothed woman, though the betrothed woman screamed, there was no one to rescue her. If a man happens to meet a virgin who is not pledged to be married and grapes her, and they are discovered, he shall pay her father 50 shekels of silver. He must marry the young woman, for he has violated her. He can never divorce her as long as he lives. Skipper, these verses that I read, it's all in your Bible that you cherish so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like, the men love to grape so much. And all they have to do is just pay a fine.
And the God just supports it. The God just allows. You would think that for a God who created man and woman, watching this violation go on, you would think that he would intervene and chop off the penis of this person who is graping. But no, just pay some money and you can carry on the act with this person for life. She becomes your wife for life. Huh?
Okay.
Like, why would I even be attached to my rapist? I would want that. Hey.
Olu, listen.
If I start talking now.
If
sounds like Jesus Epstein.
If possibly you are in, this is a legal framework that they used in the Deuteronomy days. Remember, these guys are coming in from.
Does it make it right?
Listen, this is a legal framework.
Does it make it? No, Skipper. Because something is legal, does it make it right? Is it ethical? Even in current times today, they just stripped us of the Voting Rights Act like 2 days ago. Is that ethical?
Listen, you're using this.
Sorry, what is
legal?
That? What is that?
It's legal now.
Olu, what is that? What are you talking about? If you don't mind, I don't know.
So basically, the Voting Rights Act, it was basically taken away, and so a lot of state governments can now redistrict based on race.
Oh, whoa.
They can do a lot of redistricting. So, and that's going to cause a lot of Black communities to basically be stripped of voting rights.
Oh my God.
And it also gives. Oh wait, Atheist
I
ahead.
I started to say something. I didn't want to interrupt, so I stopped. I stopped myself.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, you're going to say current estimates on the way it is right now with this new ruling that 30% of the Black caucus in Congress will get districted out.
Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I didn't understand that.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
So every 10 years, when the census is taken, the state governments can redistrict their states because there have to be a certain number of people in each district. That's how we elect representatives. Now, you can redistrict things in a way to benefit your party. by clustering and such. They can. It doesn't have to be clean. It can be really weird lines. Now, the Voting Rights Act made it where race could be taken into account, because before they could work it so that maybe all the main African American vote would be like in one district, and the rest would be mostly white, which would give, specific party power. This means the way they struck it down was race couldn't be taken as a factor now.
Okay.
The only way it's illegal now is if you can show the person doing the redistricting purposely did it to be racist, which, that's a really hard bar to do. Thus, that's going to make a problem. We're not going to feel it so much. We're going to feel it a little bit this year, only because it's so late in the schedule that a lot of states won't be able to do anything about it. But we're definitely going to feel it going forward.
Okay, this is America is a case study. America
Yeah,
goes
it's going to cause a lot of issues.
America goes all around the world helping other people to solve their problems. Going around throwing bombs, doing all these things. But in-house, in-house, it's like things are just I don't know. Honestly,
growing up,
the case study.
Growing up, I basically just realized that the U.S. is just a corporation. It's very absurd how they treat their citizens, how they treat how they treat humans in this country. I mean, even the very foundation of this country, I feel like still no justice has been served. They still continue to, go into countries, destabilize them. It's America. It's all about money and power. That's what it's always been. It's just a big corporation. That's all it is.
And our people will be crying to America to come and help them solve their problems. Hey, Donald Trump should come and help us solve Boko Haram. Gosh.
Do you remember when he sent troops in to help the Christians who were being oppressed? And there's this whole push that everybody was saying, like, oh, this is going to be a big movement in there, and he's going to be helping a lot and all this. I'm like, he did this specifically on Christmas. So for the publicity, you won't hear about it ever again. Has anybody heard about it since then? One thing.
What, the files?
No. The when he sent troops to bomb and help supposedly the Christians in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah. That was a one and done thing. I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, because
but you know what? Those bombs were dropped in areas that were secluded. No people lived there. And apparently they even found one that didn't even detonate.
Right. It would
one was in an open field, open stadium.
Yeah, that's where they dropped them. Nobody unalived. Where are the casualties?
But do you remember during that time we kept hearing from people in Nigeria kept saying that Donald Trump's coming to the Christians specifically. Donald Trump's coming to save us and doing all this. No, he's not. You can't trust. As somebody who teaches American history and has to struggle with having to balance the reality with the mythology because it's my job, we can't trust the United States. I'm not sure we could ever trust it, but we can definitely not trust it now. And I don't think it's ever been this bad in a global sense. I know it's been bad in specific groups and specific places, but this is now a global issue with the United States. Like even Be honest, even the white countries can't trust us. When Greenland, as white can be, can't trust us. You know?
Sorry, I'm just testing something out. I don't know what that purple thing is up there. Can anyone see that purple thing up there?
The purple thing?
It's counting
Yes,
down.
I see it. It's a goodie bag.
When you click on it, what does it do?
It says share live to join.
Join what?
Let me join. Let me click it and see.
Okay. Please, guys, if you could just take part in that. I don't know what it will give you, but
I mean, there's the Afro Live Goal one, but
okay, it says you won't get coins if you aren't. Oh, I basically stand a chance to win coins or something.
Oh, okay.
So you won't get coins if you aren't watching this live when the goodie bag opens. So maybe to the people I've sent it to. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, better luck next time. You didn't collect coins.
Someone won
Keep
5
joining.
coins.
No, I didn't win it. Someone else won it. Let me see who won it. Biggest Hills.
Yeah.
Conscious got it.
Okay. You didn't see it? Okay, I'll do it again and see if you guys can see it. But anyway,
400 coins. 400 coins.
Let's hear from Science.
Hello. Hey,
Hello, Science. Hey, hello.
Yeah, hi everyone. I as Skipper, hi. I was listening to what you said, and you mentioned something about relationship. The relationship that you're sort of interested in, the relationship that maybe you have with God and all of that. So my question to you is, are you comfortable with having a relationship with a supreme being that apparently unalives babies? It's fine. The supreme being is, sanctions slavery, and all of that. Are you comfortable with having a relationship with that kind of being? Are you there? Maybe it's not. Okay.
That's a lawful take. I'm sure the only things that concern you is you're going to go in the Old Testament, then bring out every single thing that you can see is bad, and then you say, are you sure you want to, or are you comfortable having a relationship with such? What about the other things? What about the other things?
So sorry guys, the goodie bag is back up there. It's a purple thing. Can you see it?
Purple thing. I can see it.
It's a count. There's a countdown on it. 4 minutes. That's it. Can you guys see it?
I can see it. Maybe just some people don't see it.
I think only certain people can see it because I don't see it.
And it's on the top. For me, it's on the top of Jesus's box. This you can't. Interesting.
I can see it. Maybe it's just for people in the UK.
Yeah, because I can't see it either.
Keeper can see it. Storyteller can see it. Can't see the book, but I can click on the timer.
It's just under where it says daily rankings.
Okay.
It does show up
Top
for
left
me.
corner. It doesn't show up for you, Atheist Cats?
No, I'm gonna check something.
No, maybe it's for UK people only.
Maybe.
I mean, it could be. It very well could be.
You can see it, and
you're Gabriel is in Nigeria, but I can see it. I don't know what it is then.
When I tell you, the Americans, the case study.
Guys, honestly,
everything always has to be different. You see, Bimo can't see it, and Bimo is in the US. It's interesting, eh?
You know, when it comes to the US, like I kind of like want to go, but then I'm like, am I going to be safe? Am I going to be okay? Because initially it was the police on Black people violence, and now it is literally the whole system against Black people. apparently you get to the airport, they can go through your phone, they can go through your gadgets, your devices. If your social media, if you've ever said anything against the orange man, they won't allow you in. It's yeah, Lily, no.
Do you know, I was watching a video earlier on. A lady, she said, do you know that she was today year old when she found out that to join the military army, I don't know, to join one of them, that they're gonna have to check your butthole. They have to open your butthole and look into it.
Oh yeah, to see if you're hiding drugs or drugs or things. They do that. That's normal.
Hey.
Even when you go to prison, they
They
tell
have
you
to
to
spread
bend
you
over
open
and
and
touch your
check.
toes. Yeah, bend over and touch your toes. They need to search all your cavities.
No, sorry. Haba, what's happened now?
Say Haba.
What did I do? I didn't.
Let's see. You want hide the ball for your yash.
Then a man stitched it and said, "Oh, that it's even worse if you're joining the what is it? Did he say it was the Navy? That the Navy that they'll have to stand there and stare at it and something. Oh God! I'll see if I can find that video. It's just crazy. Anyway, go on, science. You were saying something. Sorry, go on, please.
Yeah. So Skipper, yeah, you were trying to say, that somehow, if we look at the Old Testament, then that's how I'm able to make that argument. So are you saying that in Christianity the Old Testament is no longer regarded as valid, or are you saying that there is the God of the New Testament is the God of the Old Testament is not a moral God, and the God of the New Testament is a moral God?
No, it's the same God, because what the New Testament is just an interpretation of the Old Testament. So what we focus on most is the New Testament. So it's the same God, just that we are coming in the New Testament. That's where we're coming from.
So is the Old Testament, the laws of Moses, the Old Testament, those things, are they valid or they're not valid? Can they be used, as legit things that God did, God said, and all of those things?
The laws can only be used as a legal framework between God and the Israelites, to whom He made that agreement with, not with me, and concern me.
Okay, so the question I'm asking you, direct, let me just be direct. I'm asking you about the morality of God's action, or what He is sanctioning, what He allows, what He commands people to do. When you look at those things, to you, is it justified to unalive babies? Is it justified to sanction slavery? All of the atheists here, they can quickly give you all kinds of Bible quotations. I'm not going to go into that bit. I hope you don't dispute it. But yeah, is it okay to do all of those things?
Well, the way you put them out, the way you frame them, the way you put them out, I'm not going to accept them because they do not sit well with me. But if I go into context, it's a whole different thing.
Into context. So, are you saying that the context, the context of God unaliving babies is important? Like there is a context where it is okay to unalive babies.
Yeah, because that was his judgment upon those ones that used to also unalive babies.
They were babies. Babies.
So you
Skipper, let's not be ridiculous here. They were babies. Can you listen to yourself?
Yeah.
What context do you even need? They are babies.
Yeah.
You see how you guys are. When you bring it up, you want to really hammer on, because no, there's this thing happening. It's called warfare and it's called judgment.
It's called warfare. Okay, so you think, okay, let's for example, let's zoom in into the Egypt, the story, you know. So the so-called, which I think is a made-up story, but from your standpoint as a Christian, you accept that the Israelites were in slavery in Egypt and all of that, and God sends Moses, etc., etc., and then the 10th plague, all the firstborn sons are unalived, right? So do you think that that is the best outcome that would have come out of that situation? Like, for example, let's say you as a general, right? If you're a general in the army and you wanted to attack a neighboring country that was holding your people in slavery, you would not attack the military barracks. You would not attack the whatever the where the president is staying. You would leave all of that, and then you would attack the civilian, indiscriminately attack the civilian population. Is that what you would do?
You gave out two statements, and I'm going to answer them exactly like that. I'll start with the Moses story. We all know what Pharaoh was doing. He was the first one to be unaliving the babies. Okay, he used to unalive the males. Remember, Moses was
sorry, where do you get this information from?
From the Bible.
It said Pharaoh was unaliving the males, the children.
Yeah, he was.
Please show me the verse.
Okay, so we see how Moses, where these nuns, they were Egyptians, and what they would do is that whenever they would see that the baby was a boy, those mothers would not bear them. So what the Israelites were doing is they would bear those babies away from the Egyptian midwives. So we see Moses being born in this same scenario, where now the mother has to put him in a floating raft. Then he ends up in Pharaoh's palace. So they were analyzing.
Vessel. He's talking about Exodus 1:15 through 22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
to control the growing Israelite population, right?
Correct.
But doesn't it say further down that God said he created Pharaoh for this very purpose? All of this was part of God's plan.
Wait, Vessel, I'll get into you, but I'm just showing him the context so that
No, I've got the verse. I've seen it.
Okay.
Yes, Gabriel, she would have to hide her pregnancy for 9 months, I suppose. Skipper, wasn't this all part of God's plan, though? Didn't God know this was going to happen when he sent them off to go to Egypt?
Yeah, we say God is all-knowing, and he knew those things. But that is causation, meaning it doesn't cause those things. They just happen. That is eventuality.
No, there's a verse that says, when it's talking about Pharaoh, when it talks about God hardening Pharaoh's heart, right? And he says that it's for this purpose that he created Pharaoh, so that his glory may be seen, or something along those lines.
Yes, that is correct. He created Pharaoh and raised him up for that purpose specifically.
For this purpose, yes. So Pharaoh unaliving the children, Pharaoh having his heart hardened, that was all part of God's plan.
So let's go again, read the Bible. We find that Pharaoh first hardens his heart on his own, without God hardening his heart.
Which verse is that?
No, he does not. No, he does not. You're lying on your book.
Okay, let's go. Let's go read. Okay. So if we see that Pharaoh hardens his heart first, and then
where do you see that?
It should be
Exodus 7:13 to 14.
Not Exodus 1, because it's in Exodus 1 that he's not unaliving these kids. I would have thought his heart is already hardened when he's trying to unalive the children.
It was talking about Pharaoh hardening his heart. I think that will be fine.
Yes.
Exodus 7. that God
Let's
actually
see.
hardened Pharaoh's heart?
Yeah. So if we follow context, he himself started with the boasting, and God was very patient with him. Very
What?
patient.
Pharaoh boasted?
Yeah, that's what it means by hardening his heart.
No, Skipper, don't add things that are not there, please.
Vessel, I
Hey,
pulled
hey,
up the
Afro.
verse. I pulled up the verse for you. So it's Romans chapter 9, yeah,
Mhm.
verse 17 says, okay, let me start from 16. So then, it does not depend on man's desire or effort, but on God's mercy. For the scripture says to Pharaoh, I raised you up for this very purpose, that I might display my power in you, and that my name might be proclaimed in all the earth. Therefore, God has mercy on whom he wants to have mercy, and he hardens whom he wants to harden. Is that the
Wow.
verse? That's the verse you're talking about just now, right?
Yes, that is the one. Yes, thank you.
Mhm. So it says here that for the scripture says to Pharaoh, I raised you up for this very purpose, that I might display my power in you, and that my name might be proclaimed in all the earth. Therefore, God has mercy on whom he wants to have mercy, and he hardens whom he wants to harden. So I don't know what you mean by Pharaoh first hardened his heart, when this is clearly saying that your God is the one doing the thing.
Actually, I saw something here that I don't know how I miss this every time. When we keep getting, I'm sorry, it's not off topic. It's somewhat. Exodus 3. When we get to Exodus 3:21, when talking about they keep talking about free will. How about this? I will make the Egyptians kind to the people of Israel, so that when you leave, you'll not leave empty-handed. He's making it so the Egyptians give them stuff before they leave.
Yeah, he hypnotized them.
Yeah,
because
I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, but look at Exodus 7 verse 2. I'll read from verse 2. It says, tell your brother Aaron everything I command you, and he must tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites leave the country. Verse 3 says, but I will make Pharaoh stubborn.
Yep.
Even though I will do many miraculous signs and amazing things in Egypt, Pharaoh will not listen to you. Then I will use my power to punish Egypt severely, and I will bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt in organized family groups. The Egyptians will know that I am the Lord when I use my power against Egypt and bring the Israelites out of there. How is this fair? How is it a fair fight if he's hypnotizing them and causing them to be stubborn and hardening their hearts? How is it a fair fight?
I maintain that this God is evil.
Let's see, Exodus 4. Thank you, Dan. Exodus 4, verse 21.
This God is evil.
Yep.
You know, you realize that this same place where God did everything, right? And more, including hardening the heart of Pharaoh to get his people out of there. Only for years down the line, for God, his son that he sent down from heaven, Herod was looking to unalive the baby Jesus. Guess where they had to run to? Guess where they ran to go and hide so that they don't unalive the God's son? They had
The
to go
same
back,
Egypt that he helped destroy.
back to Egypt.
Oh, Afro, in chapter 4, thank you, Dan without L, for this. In chapter 4, verse 21, I'll read from verse 20. This is before he even met Pharaoh. So Moses took his wife and sons, put them on a donkey, and started out for Egypt. He also brought with him the staff God told him to take. Verse 21, then the Lord said to Moses, when you get back to Egypt, See that you show Pharaoh all the amazing things that I've given you the power to do, but I will make him stubborn so that he will not let the people go. Then tell Pharaoh, this is what the Lord says. Israel is my firstborn son. I told you to let my son go so that he may worship me, but you refused to let him go. So now I'm going to unalive your firstborn son. But he's saying that he's going to make him stubborn. He's saying he's going to make him stubborn so he will not let the people go. What mind game, what sick mind game is this God playing? And then in verse 24, along the way they stopped for the night. The Lord met Moses and tried to unalive him. Make it make sense. He sent Moses on a mission, told Moses what to go and do. And then along the way, when they stopped, were they not supposed to stop? I don't know. But they stopped for the night.
Vessel.
Then the Lord met Moses and tried to unalive him.
But Vessel, you realize that Moses told God, I'm not doing this. He said
he said he can't do it.
No, I can't do it. I'm a stammerer. I can't speak. He insisted, I cannot and I will not do this. And God said, huh? Excuse you me? God said, no, you must do it. In fact, I will bring your brother, right? And he just let him, but you, my friend, you're going. So after much ado, the guy decides, okay, all right, then let's go and do this thing you want us to do. And all of a sudden, God decides just, you know what? I'm just going to kill him.
It doesn't make sense. The mission wasn't even accomplished. They hadn't even reached Egypt.
Hey, Chaka, good to see you. No. When I tell you that this God in this book is evil, but when the people are reading it, for whatever reason, you don't see it. And even when you see it, you find a way to rationalize it. You find a way to brush it off, right? Because you have been brainwashed, because you have been indoctrinated, right? A lot of us, it happened to us. I'm not saying there's anything special about us, right? A lot of us, we did this as well. But the moment we started questioning things, we took the religious lenses off, started to read the Bible for what it is, very quickly, the Bible fell apart. The whole narrative, everything just fell apart.
Am I all right to come in?
Oh, yes, please.
So I think Skipper is struggling, obviously, because he's trying to justify things that are not in his realm or his time to justify. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that for any reason, simply because, put it simply, right? For example, Vessel of Dishonor, if I wrote a biography about you, I would not still be representing you nowhere near accurate. So in my own opinion, simply because in the previous live where I was telling Vessel of Dishonor, my journey with navigating the concept of religion, spirituality, I've gone as far as reading some Kabbalah thing, bought these Kabbalah books online, started reading them because I'm searching for answers. I've got Muslim cousins in my house right now. I have the Quran, I have the Bible. I got to a point where I decided to come outside of that circle. But I would not say I'm necessarily an atheist. Like, I do not believe in the existence of a supreme being, or I do not believe in the existence of a supreme ordinance in the universe. I also think, like what Olu read out from parts of the Bible, in our time, in right now, we would just say it is wrong, as simple as it is. And I don't know why Skipper was struggling to say those things were wrong, because many of those things are, I'll just say, ridiculous. And the justification for that can still go back to the fact that I cannot in any way write about another person. In fact, reported speech is the weakest form of evidence. And if we go, for example, because I believe everybody here, we've had our time examining the Bible. If we go to the Synoptic Gospels, the Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, I think there's another one. I think there were 5 Synoptic Gospels or 4, I can't remember. But the Synoptic Gospels were Hebrew guys listening to an Aramaic speaking man talking about a Hebrew religion, and they ended up writing those things that this Aramaic speaking man was saying in Greek. And then those Greek scrolls were what was translated to English that we are reading today. The first thing I spoke to my mentor, I would call him my religious mentor. I spoke to him about it and I said, sir, do you not think that these people must have misinterpreted a lot of the things simply because look at the Synoptic Gospels, they don't even align some of the things they are saying. And also, they wrote those Gospels 10 years after the supposed experience of Jesus had happened. 10 years after, and you think they are going to be writing, they are going to know what they are writing.
No, are you sure it is 10 years?
Oh, yeah, it's actually 10 years. 10 years after Jesus had passed, that was when they started writing.
No, it's longer. It's longer than that.
No, it can't be 10 years. No.
So the story of Christianity started from the 1st to the 5th centuries, and Jesus came around 6 to 4 BC. Basically, we would say 30 to 33 CE.
Wait, who was writing these Gospels?
So let's say, for example, someone like Mark was the first to write about 60 or 70 CE. Yeah, I would say 70 CE. It was discovered 70 CE, and he had noted them around 8 to 27 CE or so. So for me, the point in essence is that I kind of like, my questions were around the congruency. Like, how am I going to trust? If for example, I would say, let me just go by an example. I say, everybody, right? Everybody listen carefully to me. Can anybody recount to me everything I've said since I started speaking when I took the mic?
Absolutely not.
Nobody could recount it to me. So why are we going to? So I was asking this man. This guy is actually a reverend father that was posted to where to the community where I went to secondary school. I went to a boarding house, and we would always walk this long distance to church. So I took interest in asking these troublesome questions. And the reverend father was of blessed memory now. He died 3 years ago. He was happy to engage me and talk about these things. And I'm like, but how are we so sure these people knew what they were even writing? And he was sincere to me. He said, we can never be sure. And he said it, and this is a reverend father, and which is why I'm telling, this is an advice to Skipper. It is not your job to come to defend any religion. Don't do that. Anything that is documented as a representation of fact does not necessarily mean that it is a representation of fact. It is being said that it is a representation of fact. That does not make it so. It is simply what is being said that it is. So when Olu was reading those horrible things that were documented in the Old Testament, you could easily say that is wrong. It doesn't stop you from being Christian. You see, this is what I found troubling about Christianity. The part where we are not allowed to ask questions that are based on logic or principle. That was when I started asking questions, which was, I was very little. I used to hit myself in the head when I'm asking all these things were troubling my mind when we go to church and hear some stuff. So it led me into reading many things, going to different places, reading many things. Currently I'm a Freemason, and I can tell you that I have more enlightenment from certain things that certain understanding that I have of the world from other perspectives than what I've been told. So it's important.
To be a Freemason, you have to believe in God, don't you?
Yeah, you have to believe in God.
And do you?
I believe in the existence of a supreme. I don't think this world just sprung up by chance or by some sort of Big Bang theory. I'm going to come to that because I have examined that as well. I have looked through it. So my point to Skipper, I'm just starting with Skipper just so he can put his mind to rest. You can actually say these things that you just read to me are bad. Yes, you can say that. Don't resist that urge to want to defend your religion, because that is the problem with religiosity. That is why we're having all these Islamic tea groups and all those things. That is where they draw the strength to convince them to do the horrible things we see them do, because they make you feel like you must defend it by all means. Luckily for me, I had a mother of blessed memory who taught me to ask those questions. Sometimes when I go to church and I ask some ridiculous questions in church, I come home and me and my mom will be laughing in the house. And my mother will say, yes, I think you should have asked the questions you asked because...
Victor, just 1 second, please.
No problem.
Just 1 second. Skipper, you made a comment that your comment says most atheists here have their own agenda.
That shows he's not even listening to what Victor is saying. He's just typing a whole lot of stuff in the comments without paying attention. So I don't know what kind of conversation he's hoping to have.
Skipper, you are in the box. You can unmute yourself and talk. Sincerely, I'm a Christian, so don't worry.
Hold on. I really want to know, when you say most atheists here, so far so good on this panel, the two identifiable atheists, myself and Atheist Cat. The other people, you don't know whether they're atheists or not. So please, I don't know what you mean when you say most atheists here have an agenda. Please explain.
Thank you. I think I've heard Victor talk and everyone that is talking. And you're asking me to defend. The thing is, I haven't even said anything, because every time I just open my mouth, 3 to 4 words, interruption. 3 to 5 words, interruption. So now, coming to you, host, when I made that comment to say atheists have got an hidden agenda, I've actually got my brother who's an atheist. I've actually got friends who are atheists. And I know a lot of people that even here on TikTok that are atheists and are doing other things. Okay? They're doing other things.
Doing other things like what?
Other things like what?
What are the other things? Sorry?
There are other agendas. There are things.
Sorry, now, like what?
Yeah, give one.
Like what?
Yeah, like others here are alchemists. All right? They're into alchemism. Others here are into...
Wait. Atheists are into alchemism? What? This is new because I don't think I've ever met an atheist who's into alchemism.
What the whole fuck?
I was expecting him to say something like LGBTQ or something like that.
No, but wait, hold on. How are you coming up with that conclusion just by coming on the panel? You've only been here how long? How do you just assume this?
Most of your comment section is not new to me. Like
most of the people here are not new to you?
No, like there's Dan who's not new, there's Smoking Loss who's not new, there's Vessel of Dishonor who's not new.
Okay, why did I type in the comments that made you think I'm an alchemist?
Yeah, which of us
them not being new to you, what gave you the impression that they practice or they have these agendas like practicing alchemism?
What does alchemy have to do with this?
I'm just curious. How rich do you think we are? Because I'm going to tell you, if I mastered alchemy and I could change lead to gold, I would never stop.
I would never stop.
I'd be someplace else by now.
Wait, guys, the thing is, when they come along and say this about atheists, but they're the ones with the agenda, no? Their religion tells them to go ye into the world and what? Preach the gospel and go and, make disciples of men. They have an agenda. And so, I don't understand when you're now pointing fingers at others when you're the one with the agenda.
Can I just read the definition for alchemy?
Yeah.
In case he doesn't know, maybe he thinks it's some mystical powers. Right. Alchemy is an ancient multidisciplinary pursuit combining philosophy, mysticism, and early science to transform base metals into gold, discover the elixir of life, and achieve spiritual perfection. Rooted in the ancient worlds of Egypt, Greece, and Arabia, it was a precursor to modern chemistry, pioneering techniques like distillation while symbolically exploring the union of matter and spirit. Is that what you meant?
Let me play the devil's advocate for a bit. I think he's trying to say that most of the atheists do voodoo.
Please, before you do,
voodoo.
A show of hands. I beg. You guys heard the definition of alchemy. I beg. How many of you here practice that?
What
they
the
said
hell is a spirit?
most atheists here have an agenda. Please, how many people practice that? Come on, let's see your hands. Dabios, I know at night you practice. I know Dabiosa. I've seen Dabiosa doing it. Gabriel Anthony, don't close your mouth. Gabriel Anthony, I'm sure you go and.
Do you know what? After this sounds like an episode from Breaking Bad.
I'd like to reverse this. Since Skipper's saying that
down without the L. Oh, definitely. You see how clever he is. Very clever man. I guarantee you, he practices alchemy. Honestly.
I would never
Olu most definitely. Olu.
Right. Wait a minute. I want to hear Skipper. Since you're saying that most of the atheists up here do it, could you tell us specifically which of us does it? Name names.
Ask the Holy Spirit to tell you.
Yeah, name names.
What even gave you that idea that
Yeah.
Solitaire, with a name like that, you definitely practice alchemy.
Alchemist, I can turn food into shit.
I think he's trying to say voodoo.
Lily is the
Solitaire is a big wizard. He turns food into shit.
Right.
Besso, don't let me start with you as well.
What did I do? Please, I beg.
I think he's trying to say voodoo.
Well, let's find out. Let's Skipper. You stated this claim that most of atheists that you see on the panels or in the comments or whatever does this. Name names.
I wouldn't want to name them.
Yes, you will. No, you will because you made the accusation.
I don't think we have a problem with you naming.
Yeah, you made the accusation, Skipper.
Yeah.
If I found one here, I'll point them out. All right.
Great.
But I thought you said most of us here.
Is there one here? Is there one here?
Not on the panel, so I'm just checking.
Is there one in the chat?
Oh, Big Bad Wolf practices alchemy.
Yep. Now we're backing up. We're beep. We're backing up here. Skipper, now, is there one in the chat?
Hey, Big Bad Wolf.
No.
Okay, so your statement, and correct me if I'm wrong here, did you not say most of the atheists in this panel, in this live, you was accusing us?
That's what he said.
Wait first. Atheist Cats, you are here together with the host, with Afro Atheist.
Yes.
When I have to be, it's so live.
Wait. You are around. When this guy says, I'm an atheist, but I believe in energy. Okay? Were you not around?
Who said? No. The guy who was here said he is not an atheist. He said he was not. No, he said he was not an atheist.
So he says he doesn't believe in any God.
He said he's not an atheist. The guy you are talking about said he was not an atheist.
I heard him clearly. He said he doesn't believe in any God.
Which God? Who are you talking about?
There was a guy here you're talking to. He said, don't believe in any God, but he believes in energy.
Yeah, that was something. What was his name again? Yeah, he was here. No.
Is it dark side that he's talking about?
That's yes, dark. What was it? Dark something tweet.
Right. Dark side tweet. He's still on the panel.
Oh, right. Is dark side tweet? If you're still here, come on. Hey,
Yeah,
please help us out. Dark side tweet.
It depends what you mean by
Teacup for
the
like
energy
10
claim.
minutes. He's been on like Teacup for like 10 minutes.
Well, Skipper, energy is a thing. It's a scientific thing. Now, if somebody's making a claim about energy doing something that energy doesn't normally supposed to do or can do, that would be different. And trust us, we would discuss it. Believe me, we're gonna have a talk with Victor here. But
okay,
that's not what you're doing, Skipper.
You ask him. Since he's around here, you can ask him.
No, but he's not there. No, he's not there. But no. Dark side tweet said he's not an atheist. I know exactly what I heard. Did anyone hear Dark side tweet say he's an atheist?
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Nope.
You're hearing things.
If I could just say one.
Let's try something more specific. Skipper, what's my agenda?
Oh.
Well, I do not know. I'm only meeting you for the first time. I would have to maybe follow you, see things that you post.
No, Skipper, you said you're familiar with me, with Atheist Cats, Dan without L. Come on now.
Let's switch it then. Could you tell us what Vessel's agenda is?
Oh yes, definitely.
So
Maybe
we
you know
that
my
you said
agenda.
You did name Vessel. You did
Vessel
specifically
of the Son.
They always know my agenda.
Your agenda shall be revealed in a minute.
Please tell me. I'd like to know.
But Vessel of the Son, I hear that you hosted a really awesome live today. Well done.
Thank you. It was hectic. I got a headache.
Oh, yeah.
But I managed to keep the peace. I managed to not get rowdy.
Well
done.
I tried my best.
And converted a few mobsters.
Oh my!
Like people were talking about mob justice, like 2026 guys. You know, people saying things like I don't care if they unalive, I don't care. Like who do you this thing? Like
Now I remember for vessel of dishonor.
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember.
Yes.
I was once on your panel, and you had where you had the prompt.
Very lightly with this.
Where you had the prompt with the picture, and you are saying Christians, Muslims beating on a rainbow, right?
Oh yes, about the LGBTQ. I was saying, why, if your religion makes you hate others, then you need a new religion.
Correct.
Yes.
Now I remember.
So what is my agenda there?
LGBTQ.
What about it?
And I remember bring you an example.
What is the agenda with the
what is the agenda?
With that picture, please tell us what the agenda is.
I mean, she was saying Africans are busy chasing out Africans that cannot really live or however they want to feel like, and they are forced to run away to other countries where they're going to be accepted.
Just very quickly, Vessel of Dishonor, have you ever declared that you were LGBTQ?
No. Is he saying that I said I was LGBTQ?
No. This is me saying that, right?
I have never.
I'm saying if she has never declared that she was, LGBTQ, but she is a very strong ally. Please tell me what would her agenda be? She's not even LGBTQ herself. Can you tell us?
I mean, you do not need to be part of the community to claim to say, okay, we do the same things. But if you are supporting, then that's your agenda.
Supporting.
What is the agenda?
You are the one who said that us who are religious, concerning me, we do what? We do a lot of bad things to those people, segregate them and all those things. And on that part, you claim that
do you
others are
not do
both
that,
like that.
Skipper? Do you not do that?
No, I've never.
You're doing it right now.
No.
You're doing it right now.
Oh my goodness.
You're doing it right now.
No. I'm not doing it right
so
now.
me letting people know that if your religion causes you to hate another person, change your religion is an agenda.
Yeah.
Today I was speaking on behalf of all Africans who are being attacked in South Africa, saying South Africans should not take the law into their own hands, that the government must step in and do what they need to do. What was the agenda there? I'm a humanist. I care about all human beings. Today, I wasn't saying Christians, don't attack Christians or attack this. I said all Africans. And that day, I was speaking about the LGBTQIA plus community. Tomorrow, I'll be speaking about child marriage, or I'll be speaking about women's issues that they're facing, or I'll speak about politics. I'm a humanist. Anywhere where there's things happening against human beings, I will speak about them. But I'm curious, Skipper, what do you think my agenda is?
Now, let me tell you the point why you chased me. I told you we're not forcing this religion on anyone. On the other hand, we have got people that have got authority that are programming cartoons and making kids think these things are normal.
I never had that conversation with you. I dropped you because you probably said something disturbing. I don't remember why I dropped you, but we never mentioned anything about kids and cartoons. Maybe you wanted to say it, but you never got a chance to say that. I never said that. And I haven't seen any cartoons that are programming kids.
Guys, I'm sorry. Victor, I heard you a minute ago say that you were a Christian, Victor.
Yes.
So what is your position on the LGBTQ?
Everybody have the right to exist whichever way they see fit. If you want to be lesbian, homosexual, my brother is gay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I don't think Christianity is an excuse to hate people for their sexuality. And it fits back to what I was trying to explain about the Bible and how people use it.
What is the punishment for someone who identifies as gay in your religion?
There's no punishment. There are gay priests. There are lesbian nuns. There's no punishment. So
do you have the Bible with you?
Hold on. Please.
Are there passages where sleeping with a man lying with it is an abomination?
Can I just say?
No.
Yeah.
Please answer the question.
Yeah, I'm answering the question. So if you heard from what I was saying from the beginning about the incongruency when it comes to the interpretation of the Bible and how people are using it, that is why we have denominations. In fact, we have denominations in every religion, because people interpret religious texts how they deem fit, how it's going to satisfy their own, like you guys were talking about, agenda. So why is it that there are priests that are gay today? Is it not the same Bible? It is. So the point I'm making is, just to make a point from what Olu was saying, is imagine reading those things from the Old Testament and using it as a brush to stroke the whole of Christianity. Logically, it falls apart simply because I'm not going to use the Constitution of America that enshrined, dehumanizing people because of their color in the past, where they denied citizenship to Black people because Black people were inherently slaves. Imagine using that part of the Constitution that has been repealed. One minute. I'm coming. Please, let me land.
But Victor,
let me land, please.
Victor, no. Hold on, Victor. Mm-hmm. This is your belief system. Mm-hmm. What you're telling us, it looks as though maybe you have had some other sort of way to rationalize what you read in the text.
If you call it rationalization, it wouldn't be a fair representation of what I represent. It's not rationalization. I was talking about how a part of the American Constitution dehumanized people at some point in time. To them, it was legal to do that, but it wasn't ethical. And that is why many people challenged it. And that is why...
We're talking about your beliefs now, not about America.
Yeah, but I have to extrapolate in principle so that you can understand what I'm saying and bring it back to where we're going.
Not at all. All you have to do is speak.
This is a false analogy for a big reason.
It's not. It's the same principle.
I'm going to say exactly why. Wait a minute, Zika. Is God all-knowing?
In my belief, yes.
Can God tell anybody to do something that is immoral?
If he's all-knowing, it is not in my position to judge the morality therein of what God says.
Can he say anything that is immoral?
I don't understand the positioning of your question.
Can God tell people to do something that is immoral?
So just so I can clarify and answer your question properly, how did you know God told them that? Because that's the problem. That's the problem with the Bible. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay, wait a minute. How do you know anything about your God then?
Because of what the things I read from that same Bible that I'm telling you about.
Okay, so if the Bible has God speaking, it says God says da da da.
Yeah.
Can God say anything that would be immoral?
But so this is the point. You just told me about a false analogy. How can you know that it's God speaking? Somebody wrote that down.
So how do you know which ones are God then?
Yeah, because I have a moral anchor in that religion of Christianity. So it's not me.
The moral anchor for the religion comes from the book. And the idea that God is the moral anchor. So if God says something in the Bible, how do you know that's not God?
We need to have an understanding. And the understanding we need to have is, I criticize the congruency of the Bible, including the things that are written in there that said God said, because many of them are contradictory.
Can I
go specific? Let's be specific.
Yeah, hold on. Let me finish. That does not mean that I cannot sieve. I was just talking about the American Constitution, and you said it was a false analogy, but it applies directly. If you have
a false analogy,
it's not. Let me explain.
No. We know the creators of the Constitution were flawed human beings.
How do you know God is not? So how do you know?
You just said he's not.
Hold on. How do you know that the documentation therein of God's words are not flawed?
How do you know that the God described in that Bible is the actual God?
Because for me, it's a belief system upon which I look at the world, my moral lens to look at the world. It's a belief system for me. That does not stop me from appraising it by myself. So the point I'm trying to make.
The same book that you find incongruency. The same book.
Yeah. Which is
find incongruency. That's the same book.
I told Vessel of the Son of this same thing in the other line.
It's the same book that contains the knowledge that he has of his God. Make it make sense.
But I asked you a very simple question, right? We're talking about, because where we're coming from, Vessel of the Son, you told me, you said, how can you believe in a God that was given to you by colonizers?
Exactly.
And I asked the question, and I asked the question in the chat, how can you communicate with me in a language that was given to you by colonizers?
Oh my
God.
If there was no this language was not there.
Wait, excuse me.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Please, the language that we speak, we didn't choose. We didn't choose to speak this language. Did you choose to speak English, Victor?
I speak 4 different languages, so I'm only speaking
this language.
Can you
please answer my question? Did you choose to speak English?
It's out of necessity. It's out of necessity. I'm having to speak this because I'm communicating with you.
Did you choose to be called Victor?
Well, that's my parents' decision, not mine.
Well, I was
Right.
born and English was there. I had no
So,
choice. The English was just there spoken. However, hold on, Victor.
Yeah.
Language has got nothing to do with a God, because this particular God that we're talking about was not even an English-speaking God.
So
The God
point
doesn't
I'm
even
making-
understand English. So I don't understand why you're drawing, why you're coming up with that question.
Vessel of Honor, the reason I put that, just like you said, did I choose this language, right? All of us here would agree that all the languages we pick, we didn't choose it. A young boy that is going to be born in Saudi Arabia would most likely not be able to choose his own religion. He's going to
You're
see
still
the
not
world
answering the
through the
question,
lens
though.
of-
Why are you worshipping a God brought to you by colonization?
No, but why would he ask you that question?
I really don't
why
know.
are
He's
you
asking a question
communicating-
instead of answering my question.
Why are you communicating?
if you can-
Wait,
if your
hold on,
question-
hold on. You were asking her why she's communicating with you
in English.
the language of the colonizers. That to me, that is like a backhand slap.
No, it's not.
It is.
No. So for me,
that is a listen now, that is a backhand slap. It's like, but for the colonizers, you wouldn't be speaking to me in that language, right? We wouldn't be communicating, but for the colonizers.
Let's backtrack for 1 minute.
It definitely is for me, because it definitely is for me, because I wouldn't even have a language to speak. Our language was stripped from us, tortured out of us, and beaten out of us. So I wouldn't even have a language to speak to you in if it wasn't for this language
So
that we were forced into.
I don't want you guys to take that question the wrong way, right? I can understand the direction it has gone. That was not intended to be a backhand slap or anything. No, it is simple. The reason I asked that question is because of the efficacy of the language rather than where it came from. I also gave another analogy, which is fire.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think I care about the efficiency of a language?
It's not about.
Hold on. If I could have been taught to speak any of the African dialects on my own without any interruption, do you think I give a damn about the efficiency of the English language?
Efficacy. He said efficacy.
But you would need to communicate with other people, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah. Why can't they learn our language?
Fine.
Why can't they learn our language?
So that is another conversation on its
The
own.
same way the English people go and learn Spanish, they learn French, they learn. Why can't they then learn Zulu language? Why can't they learn Yoruba?
That is another conversation on its own. But we were talking. Let's not lose track here. We were talking about the fact that she asked me, "How can you?" That is the question. How can you believe in the religion brought to you by colonizers, people who did horrible things to your ancestors?
And I'm still waiting for the answer.
Yeah, and it is because for me, like I told the atheist that it is a moral anchor for my principle as a human being. Yes.
What morality do you get from your ancestors being beaten, being brutalized, being tortured, being raped, some of them being stolen and taken to faraway lands?
So
what morality do you get from that?
So this is where it becomes problematic. If we
Can
leave,
you repeat your statement, like
Dan, please, 1 minute. If you continue to go back to how badly this was sourced, rather than my justification for continuing using it even after I've gone round and round.
The thing is a tool to keep you in place. This religion is the reason why Africa is in the situation it's in right now. What are you talking about?
Do you know, Victor, if you read the Bible, go on, smoking.
No, John, this guy has read so many books. He has read a lot of books. He is aware of the struggles. He knows what has happened. But when it comes to this, the brain just shuts down. I don't get it.
Just to clarify, you did read the Bible, yes, Victor?
I'm still reading them right now.
So you haven't finished it. Have you finished the New Testament?
Why would I want to finish the Bible?
What do you mean?
Finish reading the book at least once?
Like, have you at least read it cover to cover
Please,
at least
show us
once?
the books. Show the books you were showing just now, please. I'm curious. Kwame Nkrumah.
So this book was banned in the US because of what it contained.
Wait, did you just say why should you finish reading the Bible?
Yes, but like I said,
no, please answer the question. Did you just say why should you finish reading the Bible?
Yes, I did.
Yes,
why is that like a chore or something? Why would I read the Bible cover to cover?
Are there any of those books? Is there any books that you showed us there that you've read all of it?
Well, these books are interesting because they're telling a story I can relate to. But I wouldn't say the same of the Bible, especially after
those.
You can
after I understand the incongruencies.
Your moral compass from.
Yes,
you can't relate to the Bible.
You guys are not letting me finish. That's the thing.
Wait, hold on.
You have to let me finish.
Wait, guys. Wait, the other books where he doesn't get his moral compass from, they're interesting to him. Yeah, he can relate to those books. But the one where he gets his moral compass from is not in, you know. I've heard all sorts of things, but this.
The reason.
Listen, guys.
I'll have to counter a piece of misinformation real fast because it'll just itch in my brain. That book was not banned in the United States.
Oh my God!
It was perfectly legal to sell. It was never legally banned.
So what happened to it?
Hello, Sheikh. No, wow.
You don't have to tell lies to talk about how important a book is.
Atheist Cats, he probably used to show his friends and tell them that because he heard it and now he can't say that.
It makes it look more important than it probably is.
Yeah, Victor, the reason I said, have you read at least the New Testament is because you're making statements that clearly say that you haven't read it. Like, if you read it, it tells you that not only is it okay to have slaves, it's okay for slaves to be subjugated in slavery. Like, it tells slaves to be okay to be subjects of slave masters, even to the harsh ones. Have you read those things? Like, for example.
Okay. Like I said before, this conversation is not me coming to justify a book that I have openly stated that I find incongruences within. So I can't still do that. Like I said, you can still use the same language that you're not comfortable with how you got it. You can still use fire. Hold on, please. Can I finish? Is it okay for me to? Is it okay for me to finish what I'm saying?
Please let him land it. Please.
Can you just let me land my point?
Let him land it. Please.
Is it possible to let me land my point? The point I'm trying to make is the fact that something has inconsistencies in it, the fact that something is incomplete, the fact that you don't 100% agree with something, that does not mean you cannot utilize that same thing in many aspects of your life. Like I mentioned initially, there are many places where I draw understanding and inspiration of how to view life and how I interact with my other fellow human beings. That does not mean if I find something that does not align in it, like you guys were talking to Skipper just now, all the things Olu was reading, I agree that those things were wrong. Those formed the basis of those questions. Can I finish? Those forms the basis of those questions that I was asking when I was young. If God was so powerful, why don't he kill all the Egyptian soldiers? Why go and kill the little kids? Why unaliving the firstborns? How did
you come to a conclusion in your mind now about that question?
Good. So the point I'm making is this. I just told you guys in the beginning that this is documented version written by human beings. In fact, I don't know if this is going to be something that you guys can turn around and still use it to talk about. There are many verses of the Bible that are actually missing from the Codex.
Okay, hold on. So God unaliving babies, because this is one of the for me a very big reason why I could never be a Christian. It's a God who unalives babies. I don't want anything to do with such a God. So, but when you asked that question, right, about the Bible, how did you resolve that question for yourself?
For me, it wasn't even a moral quandary of any sort, simply because, like I said,
what?
I just asked
unaliving babies is not a moral quandary?
No, you said no. What you said was, how do I rationalize that? So
no.
I'm
how
trying
do you
to
resolve that? It's a moral. Let's see.
It wasn't true. That's what he's saying.
But I repeatedly said it when I was
what?
talking about Skipper. I said you can condemn these things without having to defend the Bible. I said it repeatedly. But the answer.
No. What? Okay, go on. I'm listening.
The answer. What I was attending to, because I thought the question you asked was, okay, knowing that this God that you say that you believe in, right, is involved in these heinous things, some of the horrible things that Olu was reading about, you know, taking away rights of women and stuff like that. How do you rationalize saying you believe in that God? And I'm trying to make you understand, like I said in the beginning, you guys cannot repeat everything I've said today word for word. Why do you think using the Bible as evidential basis to judge the congruency of this God is correct or is right or is logical? It doesn't follow.
Why would I use any of it?
Guys, it doesn't
follow.
Listen, I'm not satisfied. I am not satisfied. Do you believe that your God unalived babies or not?
What do you mean, do I believe? I've repeatedly said that.
Can you please answer the question? Now, you see, I'm not even talking about the Bible verses now. I'm not talking about anything. I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think that God unalived babies?
No.
God has never unalived one baby.
I don't. So this is my point. I don't believe that.
Can you please answer? God has never unalived one baby.
I don't believe that.
Okay, so please tell me.
Oh my goodness.
The stories in the Bible, do you believe that these stories happened? Example, the story, the flood story. Is that for you? Is it a real story or is it allegory? Is it how do you view this?
This may sound funny, but my understanding of the flood story is not what I have come to rationalize that I'm seeing in the Bible.
What? Tell me then. How do you see these stories?
It's like David and Goliath story, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way it's written in the Bible, like I cannot remember word for word what that David took a sling and hit this guy on his forehead.
Listen, I would like for you to just address what I'm asking.
That is what I'm addressing.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, I don't know the story word for word. But so my first realization is the David and Goliath story. So when I got to, I think in nursing school, they were talking about growth hormone anomalies. And they were talking about people with excessive growth hormone, that what happened is that they have gigantism. So they grow very tall. They have acromegaly and all that. And that one of the prominent symptoms that they deal with on a daily is the fact that their bones are brittle. So basically, if I hit you the same way I would hit someone with a growth hormone overproduction, that person's bone will crumble. So in my mind, I was like, what if this Goliath guy actually had acromegaly or had a growth hormone disorder? And then everybody's talking about David killing him with a sling as an act of God when this guy was not well. That's how David was able to kill him so easily. And I took it back. By then, that my mentor, I told you, the Reverend Father was still alive. I took it back to him. He said, there is every possibility that what you're saying is true, simply because the Bible, the way we see it, is written by people. There have been thousands and thousands of different religions with their text trying to justify one thing or the other. Human beings.
I'm talking about the unaliving of babies. Yeah,
I said
unaliving of babies.
So
there are countless stories. There are countless. There's stories in there. Several stories where God just wipes out complete. In fact, the story of the flood, it was a global flood. Global. So do you believe that? Do you believe that the global flood happened or not?
If I answer your question, first of all, if I answer your question, I would like you to
be honest with me, please.
I'm being honest with you. Ask vessel of dishonor. I'm being honest with you.
Do you believe that the flood happened or not?
if I answer your question, are you going to be happy to answer a follow-up question for me then?
Yes.
Okay. So I do not believe that the God that I know through my understanding of Christianity, not just the Bible, is capable of doing most of the things that we are talking about, such as using a flood to wipe out every human being on earth, leaving one family he prefers. I do not believe this same God would go and start unaliving little kids when they were big soldiers that he could get rid of and free his people. But the question I want to ask you is this. Why
so you don't believe that story to be true, yeah?
I don't believe it to be true because it's contradicting. It contradicts my understanding of God, of who he is.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't even know this guy.
Wait,
What
I'm sorry.
What are we talking about?
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on.
How are you so sure I don't know him?
Hold on. 1 second. How can it contradict what you know about God when we can clearly read about this God in that book?
So
there is nothing contradicting. Hold on.
Okay.
There is nothing contradicting with a God who has unalived over 2 million people at least in the Bible. What is contradicting? I'm not sure I'm understanding this.
So let me tell you what's contradicting there.
Where do you get your knowledge of this God from? Where are you getting it from?
Let me tell you what's contradicting. And that leads to my question. In the 10 Commandments, where did he say to kill children to unalive children or to unalive population in their numbers in the 10 Commandments? Where does it say that?
Not in the 10 Commandments.
No, I'm asking.
In the 10 Commandments, but there are other dictates or other laws
details in the Bible. I agree.
That talk about you take your child, you use your hand. If your child is what?
Abraham and Isaac. Yeah.
You carry your not Abraham and Isaac. There are laws where God
Deuteronomy 21:18.
Yeah, I agree.
You carry your own child to the elders of the land. And the elders of the land, right? You and elders of the land, you carry what? Stones, and stone the child to unaliving.
True. I agree with you. So my question to you is this, right? I'm telling you that these things you're telling me, from my understanding of Christianity over the years, is contradictory to my understanding of this same God we're talking about.
Victor,
sorry, Dan, 1 minute. I haven't asked my question.
Where were you getting your understanding of this God from?
I haven't asked my question. So my question to you is,
where are you getting the understanding of your God from? Anyway,
you will let me ask my question.
Ask your question. I'll ask your question.
So my question to you is, now that I have said that most of the... So, by the way, just a side note. In Freemasonry, we are, how do I say it? We have access to some religious texts that did not make it into the Christian or Islamic religions. So there are many places that you can learn about any deity. But my question to you is this. I've just told you that I do not believe those things that were written in the Bible. My question to you is, why do you believe it?
We don't.
Good. So we don't believe it. So can we swipe it to the side then?
Victor,
you're a Christian.
The fact that you believe in a God that is in those books is what is problematic.
Guys,
if you want to dismiss the book,
Christian.
That's
yes, if he wants to dismiss the book, then he should dismiss the God, because the God is found in those books.
That's not
and then
true.
when you came up, you gave the impression as if you're somebody who's deconstructing or has deconstructed from Christianity. But now you're showing us a different thing.
But I've asked you a simple question, but our question, the answer to the question.
How are you a Christian? How are you a Christian and you are dismissing the Bible like this?
So why are you so interested in entrenching the ideology of the Bible?
Boss.
Can I say something?
You know something. This is where I'm going to end this, so that everybody can just get in on this conversation. It's a damn shame that you can read the book, you clearly see what's going on in that book. You can see it. Your morals are better than the God in that Bible, Victor. And this is the reason why you cannot come to terms with what's written in the book. So you find a way to make this God look like a nice man, like he's a good sweet boy. Yeah. He's a loving deity up in the sky, just sucking on his lollipop. Yeah, just waiting to. You found a way to do that, but unfortunately, we can read the text. And when people say they are Christians, this is where they get their knowledge of this God from. You can't, I don't know how Christians like yourself, I think that Christians like yourself are not, I don't know, you've just made up or come up with your own version of the religion. And I want to believe that this is one of the stages of deconstructing. I really want to believe that.
Trust me, I have gone back and forth and I settled at this point. There's a reason why this is me. I'm going to be 35 in few days.
Victor,
so I settled at this point because I've struggled with this for so many years. And trust me, this where I've gotten to in my life, right? There is an understanding that comes with being able to judge things that I've been told, being able to challenge narratives like this right now. I'm able to tell you that I don't agree with a lot of the things that are in there because I know human beings can write stuff. Human beings can corrupt things. There are many verses of the Bible that are even missing from the codex. So for me, this is my moral anchor through which I view life. And let me tell you guys something interesting again.
A book of incongruence.
Tell me what's incongruent about the Ten Commandments.
My guy.
What is incongruent about the Ten Commandments?
I'm going to. Wait, hold on. One second, please. 1 second. So, what's incongruent about the 10 Commandments? All right, let's go. Let's do this just very quickly. The 10 Commandments. Okay, 10 Commandments. Sometimes these people think that these 10 Commandments are the ish. Okay. Number 1. I am the Lord your God. You shall not have strange gods before me. I am the Lord your God. First of all, he is not my Lord, my God, right? And I'm not sure who this guy thinks he's talking to. You shall have strange gods before me. If I choose to have strange gods before him, then what? What right does he have to tell me what I should or shouldn't do? Number 2, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Why can't I do that?
Okay.
Why can't I do that? What's the reason? Why?
Because so let's deconstruct this thing.
Why is he so? Hold on. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance.
All right.
Why is he so insecure? This
even the Bible said he's a jealous God.
Yeah, exactly. This speaks of an insecure little man speaking like this, right? Number 3, remember to keep holy the Lord's day. This is a God who lives up in the heavens, but here on earth has his own day. This is a control freak. This is a control freak. He wants to just control. Okay, number 4, honor your father and your honor.
No, because his whole thing is about conjunctions.
What
day is the Sabbath?
Oh, it's still here. Okay.
What day is the Sabbath?
I don't know.
Well,
it differs. It differs for different denominations. Some people say Saturday, some people say Sunday.
Right. So isn't that a problem with the scripture then?
Oh yeah.
Isn't what?
You don't know which day is the Sabbath. So isn't that a problem with the scripture?
It's not a problem with the scripture. No, I don't think it's.
What is incongruent with the 10 Commandments? So you just asked that question.
So he did not even explicitly say such and such day is a Sabbath day. That is why many people do Saturday, many people do Sunday, right? How is that incongruency?
Okay.
If I don't state specifics,
all right.
You can
Number 3 says, remember to keep holy the Lord's day. So now, if you don't know which one is the Lord's Day, then what? What do you do?
It doesn't make it incongruent, Afro. It simply says, remember to keep the Sabbath day holy. It doesn't tell you which day. That is why many people choose different days for themselves. I know families where they do on Fridays, and they say,
then how would anybody know what's the correct day?
What?
How would anybody know what's the correct day? And break it and take
why must we be obsessed with any particular day when it just says
the commandment says to keep the Lord's day holy.
What happens?
The Lord's day holy, but God doesn't give you the day to keep holy.
Also, Victor, what happens if you break a commandment?
Enlighten me, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Then why should anybody follow them if there's no reason?
So you see, I think we're having a lot of misconceptions here. I'm not here to get anybody to follow my understanding of those religions.
Yeah,
that's not what I'm doing.
We don't give a shit about following that.
I just want to say something real quick. Is Victor the standard of Christianity? He's not. Christianity has its own doctrine. The doctrine says that if you're going to be a Christian, you got to follow the Bible. So what the Bible says matters than what Victor cares or say. I don't get why we're kind of encouraging what he's trying to tell us. He's not the standard of Christianity.
I keep trying to explain to them that I use this as my moral code.
No, you're not even listening to me. You see, the thing is, you just want to speak. You're not listening. Listen to what I'm saying. The Bible says that, right? Jesus died and woke up 3 days. You could say 20 days. It's your opinion. But Christianity says 3 days. That's my point. You're not the standard of Christianity. There's a book called a Bible, and that Bible is the standard of Christianity. So what else you're going to say, it's your opinion, it's your moral, it's good. But whatever the Bible says that a donkey spoke. You could say a giraffe spoke. It's your opinion. We don't care. We care about what the book says.
I want to point out one thing, that Victor, you're a liar, and I can prove it.
Go ahead.
Sure. You say you get your morality you use the Bible for your morality, right?
Mm-hmm.
It matches, right? But you have to have your own morality to make the judgment call that you've been making.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yes,
but
Victor, watch. Wait a minute, Victor. Yes.
Okay.
Because you said yourself, when verses were given, you said those are wrong, which means you're using your standard of morality on it to say that the book is wrong.
No. So hold on. The problem with trying to have a moral standpoint outside of any organized religious understanding or belief is that I do not have any place to anchor any principles that are laid out for me to anchor that morality.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Is slavery always wrong?
Ethically, yes, it's always wrong. You don't.
Is it morally wrong? Always.
It's always morally wrong.
Great. But in the Bible, God says it's okay.
And the 10 Commandments said on number 10 that you shall not covet.
No. Covet is wanting something.
Okay.
What does coveting have to do with slavery?
Wait, can you finish the verse?
That coveting is wanting,
hold
not
up,
ownership.
Can you finish that commandment?
Please, can I say this? I can see some people saying, why we're entertaining this for this long. Guys, you must understand, it's not really just about him. Yeah? It's not just about him. It's about the people listening as well. Yeah? He's quite a unique case for me, very unique, because this is how you get all the many different branches of Christianity. You get all the different denominations. This is it. Somebody disagrees with one part of the Bible, off I go to go and create my own version. Yeah, this is how over the many years, we've now got to where we are, right? And so, but if we're asking the question, if there is a God indeed, how then can he watch someone like Victor create his own whatever this is Victor has created outside of what they call the canon, right? So these things are very important for the people who, care about this. And hopefully it's informing people. We start to see how Christianity he is confirming everything that we are saying here. He's confirming. So I'm sorry, we might be going on and on and on, but I think it's very important, this conversation.
Right. Now, Victor, how did you determine, using the Bible, that slavery is wrong?
I just told you about possessing, coveting, taking something that is not taken.
Coveting is wanting somebody else's stuff. And Rask, I want to make sure that's clear that I'm saying Rask, had a very good point. Read the full commandment.
You want me to read it or Rask?
Victor, read the full commandment.
Okay, from where Aphrodite stopped. 5, honor your father and your mother.
No. The 10th commandment.
Just the 10th
commandment.
The 10th commandment.
Do not covet your neighbor's wife, male and female slaves, servants, ox, donkey, sheep, and whatnot. This is just off my head.
Yeah.
So it includes slaves.
Right.
So
did you hear that?
The property.
Yeah. So do you understand where? Because you asked me, how did I determine that slavery was bad off of reading the Bible?
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's coveting what somebody else's owns. Slavery isn't coveting what somebody else's owns. They're not the same thing.
Guys,
not even close.
Guys, the almighty 10 commandments. This is, some people, they come and tell us that our laws, the laws that we follow, the laws of our land today, we get them from this almighty nonsense, these 10 nonsenses, nonsensical dictates.
I've been waiting to ask you, Victor, just 2 or 3 questions.
Yeah, sure.
Can you define what a Christian is?
Is it by my definition or the conventional definition?
Like, you say you're a Christian. What do you mean by that when you say you're a Christian?
So, by saying that I'm a Christian, that I pin my moral justification of my daily life on the principles that I draw from Christianity.
Well, yeah, what's Christianity?
What's Christianity?
Yeah.
Christianity, drawing from the belief of the teachings of Jesus Christ, a guy that lived.
Where do I find the teachings of Jesus Christ?
In the Bible.
From the corrupt Bible, you said, right?
Yes, from that corrupt Bible.
So how am I to know that Jesus, the fact that Jesus ever existed and his teachings were true and whatnot, if the person that's telling me Christianity is true also believes they are already corrupted?
Yeah, like I said, not just the Bible, right? You can get it. Do you know the Mormons' Bible are different from the conventional Christian Bible?
Smith, you think Joseph Smith has something better to say besides the black people are cursed?
No. Just you can you can choose to keep focusing on the negatives. But for me, like I said, I go through these texts and take what I understand to be incongruent with each other and discard anything that contradicts what I see as the principles behind it.
Like, I'll just say this and then I'll just let it go. Like, I've been hearing you throughout this whole conversation you've been having with Atheist cats and whatnot. Like, you keep saying I, me. Like, you're not the only one that's in Christianity. Like, you're not the only one that makes the case for this religion. And you to yourself think that this God is all good, that he would not say these things, do these things. But where you get your information from is telling you that he is the literal opposite. He's telling you he does create evil. He does do evil things. He does command. Like earlier, you said, like, where does God say go and attack people and unalive babies and whatnot? Like, where does he give such commandments? He literally gives a law on how to do wars, and he tells them to go and ask people to surrender. And how they surrender is by doing forced labor. And if they don't accept those terms of peace, you are to unalive every male and keep for yourselves the women and the children as war booty. Literally gives that as a law. So it does exist that the God is all good and bad. Like, you just want to cherry pick and say, oh, this God is good, and I'll just take that point.
I feel like saying that I'm cherry picking is unfair after I have taken my time to explain why I came
Oh
to
God,
this
that's what you're
conclusion.
doing. Please,
No,
I beg. That's what you're
that's
doing.
not
You're
fair.
literally cherry
That's not
picking.
fair. That's absolutely not fair. I wouldn't
You're
do that to
literally
you
cherry
guys.
picking. You're
No,
literally cherry
it's not
picking.
fair. It's not fair.
That's
I could
exactly what
say
you're
the same
doing.
for you. I could say
That's
the same for you.
exactly what you're doing.
No, I
I've
could say
been
the same for
saying
you
this
guys.
since day
Though.
what you've
one.
been doing.
You're
No,
doing
that's
the
not
same
fair.
thing.
That's
I keep on
absolutely not
saying
fair.
you're not
You
the
could
standard of
One second.
Christianity.
One second.
Christianity
Guys,
exists and you're not.
No, I don't
wait.
agree with you.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
not
on.
fair.
Are
Hold
you
on.
the standard of
Hold on.
Christianity?
Hold on, please, guys. Please. Okay. Oh, big bless and hello. Welcome. Let's do something, please. For people that have been listening in the comments, I've listened for some time. If you believe that he's cherry picking, please just put a one in the chat. If you believe that, yeah, that's based on what you're listening to from this gentleman. Believe that this guy is just picking what he likes from the Bible and throwing away what he doesn't. Please, a show in the comment. Just put a one. So when you say, Victor, that it is not fair, the people are listening too.
The same. I could say the same thing. I could say the same thing for when.
Hold on. Who are not engaged in this conversation, but they are listening to you. They are listening to you.
For Afro-atheist, I could say the same thing. Please, nobody should say I'm extrapolating. I could say the same thing for when slavery was made legal. People voted as well. I hope you know that.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah,
what's that got to
but
do with this?
when yes, because people voted to say that it is okay to enslave other people. We that's what you just did. So my point is, it's not fair for you to say I'm cherry picking when I'm taking time. When I'm taking time to explain myself.
Hold up, like Victor, because
I
the
disagree with
Bible
you.
tells them it's okay to enslave people. It literally tells them go and buy slaves. Like, what are you talking about?
Now, listen. That my point in essence is this: when it was being institutionalized, did they use the Bible as a justification to institutionalize it?
What
People
do you
came
think
to
the
agree.
missionaries were doing?
No, I'm not talking about the missionaries. I'm talking about the countries where this slavery started.
I'll let you know about in South Africa.
I think
Victor, I'll let
it's
you know
unfair.
in South Africa,
Absolutely
the Dutch
unfair.
Reformed Church used specific Bible verses in order to enforce apartheid.
First Peter 2:18-25. If you read that specifically, that's like, you just need to read that verse and it will show you that literally it can be that verse, that set of verse, like with a like critical mind. Just read those verse and judge for yourselves.
Look at
whether
another
it
thing.
can be used to enslave people and keep them in slavery.
So look at another thing that you guys have missed saying, simply because you focused on this. Maybe because from the beginning you guys think I'm cherry picking. That's why the fact that I've taken my time to narrate my story and how I've navigated with religion, right? What if the Bible is the way you see it today because somebody needed to do those evil and put those verses there that are contradicting just to justify what they're doing?
We can say the same about the God character in that Bible. The way you see that God character in that Bible, maybe that's how somebody has put it in there.
Yeah, because somebody put it in there.
No, hold up, Victor. Before you respond,
which justifies why I filter them out.
Hold up before you respond. Like you said, contradictory statements and whatnot. Where does the Bible contradict itself when it comes to the stance of slavery? Where does the Bible ever say it is wrong to enslave?
But I just told you about converting.
And guess
literally
what? Guess
tells
what?
you
Guess
in
what?
the
You guys,
verse,
you guys,
hold
you
up.
guys, you
In
guys,
the
you
verse,
guys.
if you
1 minute,
fully
please. You asked me a
read it,
question. Let me answer. What
you
what
just
you guys
said the
did?
Ten
What you guys
Commandments.
did was to divert the conversation to the fact that coveting, using semantics, telling me about coveting, how coveting doesn't mean possessing somebody's freedom, possessing another human being. But I'm talking about moral justifications. I'm not talking about black and white interpretations of things written here or there. We're talking about moral justifications. Why? I feel like it's unfair for you to say I cherry picked, not after I've just told you my story. That's not nice.
First of all, the reason we say you cherry pick is because when we give you verses in the Bible that clearly show that it is otherwise, you say it's not true. It must be contradictions. There are verses that were even taken out. How can you be believing? You're the one that's putting up all these barriers, and then you're the one that's crying over it now. And when it comes to the verse, like the 10th commandment, in that verse, it tells you that it is okay to have slaves, but do not yearn. But it's not good to have a slave. Like, literally, that's what I'm asking you. Where does the Bible ever say, in an explicit term, it's wrong to enslave someone?
So let's start with, now you want explicit black and white, because what you're doing now.
I can provide explicit verses.
Well, you've asked me a question, but you will let me answer.
Apologies.
Okay.
I can provide explicit verses where it says it is okay to enslave others. I would love for you to show me, as you said, contradictory statements that show that it is not okay to enslave someone explicitly.
So, in the New Testament, 1 minute, it's not titles. Galatians. Is anybody with the Bible there, please?
Literally have one. Galatians what?
Yeah. Can you check Galatians 3:28 for me?
I already know that verse by heart.
Okay.
It says,
Tell us about it.
For in Christ there is no Jew, there is no Gentile, there is no Christian, there is no slave, there is no this and that, it says. But if you actually read that verse properly, it's saying in Christ.
Hold on, please. 1 minute. 1 minute, please.
Right.
You've asked me a question and we're interacting. So, for some reason, you've seen where it's saying that there are no slaves, there are no
I'm
Jews.
telling you
Hold on, please.
Saying.
Give me a minute, please, Dan, please. It says that there are no slaves, there are no Gentiles, there are no Jews.
Christ,
but for some reason,
Christ, read
Jesus
the
Christ.
full thing. Read it in context.
Victor, you
It's
need
just
to
so
stop
hard to
cherry
convince
picking.
you.
Victor, you need to stop. Let Dan read the whole verse. You're
in
cherry
context,
picking.
read it in context. You are saying you are just saying it's saying there's no slaves, there's no Christians. That's not what it's saying. What it is saying is in Christ, not everywhere. Everywhere you go, it's the same. But when you go to Christ, when you go to heaven, there is no Gentiles. There is no this and that. There is no specifications. There is not even male or female there. It literally says so. But here on earth, there is literally specifications. Wait. Let me finish. That's why where you read like Galatians is his quotes, the Paul's quotes. Also, you'll find in Ephesians, the same person saying, the same writer saying that for God on earth, slave masters can have slaves and they should treat them better, but slaves should obey their slave masters. And he says, for in God, if you read in Ephesians 6:9, he says, for when you go to God, he is the master for both of you.
meaning there is no master or slave. When you go to Christ, but here on earth, there is specifications. That's why there is still male and female too.
So do you see how it took you 3 minutes to try and obfuscate what you just asked me to show you? That is the very reason. Hold on, please. You were talking. I was quiet because I needed to hear you. That is the very reason why I feel bad when you guys say I'm cherry picking, simply because what you just did just now is one of the problematic points of view. The tenacity for you, or the possibility, the propensity for you to lean to an understanding, a deeper understanding of something that you've explicitly seen, where you asked me, you said, can you give me where it explicitly states this or that? Hold on, please. Please, Dan, I gave you 3 minutes. You talked. I let you talk. So I've shown you a place, but guess what? You had to read a deeper meaning to it in order for it not to suit what you understand or believe. That is why I came to that conclusion. That for me, hold on, Olu, please. That is why for me, I came to that conclusion that the Bible, where there is, in fact, do you know one funny thing I was doing so many years back? I was saying that the first 5 commandments, I think there's something wrong with it, and the last 5, I think that's the right one. And I was making a joke back then. I was saying maybe there are 5 in one hand and 5 in the other hand, and 1 5 was written by Moses himself, and the other 5 that was just me speculating. Because for me, just like the Afro-atheist pointed out, in one part, God is sounding like this insecure person saying, you cannot have another God except me, you worship me on this particular. And then on the other hand, he's talking about do not steal, do not kill, do not, do you get what I mean? Honor your father and your mother. So that, for example, is the contradictions that I see that made me come to those conclusions. I think it is still unfair for you guys to say I cherry picked. I came to that conclusion for many years in my life, reading through text, exploring other religions, and before I came to that conclusion, you had to read a deeper meaning into something that was explicitly written in front of you. It was in front of you.
You got to read the whole thing, not just part of the thing, Victor.
Are you done?
Read the whole thing in order to get a deeper understanding, not part of it.
I'll read the verse directly, Victor. Hold up.
That is where that's
problematic, bro. No, you're wrong for that.
1 second, please. Victor, please.
Somebody just said I have mental issues. That's Victor, not nice, you know.
Victor.
Somebody said that in the comment section.
Victor,
that's not nice.
Victor, please. For once, just relax. Listen to what the people are saying. The majority of people are saying the exact same thing. But you're refusing to accept it. You are refusing to even allow it to happen, right? You are being very defensive. And I think just maybe just pause for a minute. Pause just for a minute and ask yourself, could they be right? Okay? Maybe that will help you. Because right now, I don't think you're hell bent on thinking that we are making these things up.
No. I think you guys are misreading me. You're misinterpreting. You're misunderstanding me.
No, we are not.
Yeah, you are. I'm sure you are.
No, we are not.
I'm very sure you are.
We are not. You're not that special, guy. You're not that special.
It's not about being special.
You're not that special.
I have a point. I have a point that I made.
I'm trying to be, as receptive and,
I appreciate that.
But this conversation. But my guy, right now, no, you need to stop. You are cherry picking. You better know that. You better hear it and just process it. You are cherry picking, and not just cherry picking. I think for the time I've been doing this, this is one of the heaviest that I have seen so far. This trying to just, I'm just beside myself. I don't get it. I don't. But hey, it's what it is.
I kind of want to explore something completely different real fast, because we've been really focused on that. One of the things you mentioned before is your access to religious texts from the Freemasons. How do you know those are real?
Oh, good. That's it's the same thing as well. But I'm tired of trying to, make people understand what I'm saying rather than what they've concluded that I'm saying.
Just
So
answer
for
my
me,
question.
yeah, for me, it's my understanding of things that are congruent with the central message of this religion.
Okay, so the religion, where all your information is written down by man.
Yes.
As long as it follows the general narrative, you think it's true.
Not necessarily general narrative. The central
Okay.
underpinning principles. There are central underpinning principles. I'll give you an example.
Hold on. Fine, no problem. Okay. The Harry Potter series is congruent. It follows along. It doesn't contradict itself. Is the Harry Potter series true?
It's the writer says it's an imaginary story that she wrote. Of course, she wrote it. What's her name?
Wait a minute. If somebody wrote the same sort of thing and said this is true, and it was congruent, does that make it true?
If somebody wrote something and they were congruent, like you said, the Harry Potter series, if they didn't say, hold on, I'm answering. If they didn't say that this was an imaginary story, it is believable. That does not mean everybody has to believe it.
Okay, so you have a very misguided view of reality.
And you have the guided view.
Because, wait a minute, because watch. So what shape is the earth?
What?
What shape is the earth?
What shape is the earth? Geoid.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Because of scientists who are reporting the shape of the earth from evidence of their experiments and, collecting data, going to view it and stuff like that.
Cool.
Because they said so.
Wait a minute. Is evolution true?
Is evolution true?
Yep.
Evidence abound that supports it.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question.
So whether something is true or not, it's
you
dependent.
Didn't answer my question. Just say yes or no.
So I believe in the concept of evolution.
We're going to try this again. Is it true? Yes or no? Because I noticed something while I was sitting back and listening.
True.
When it's a question that you don't think it's going to make you look bad, you'll do a direct answer. But when you know your actual answer is going to make you look bad, you'll word salad it to get around actually answering the question.
That's a very big conclusion. No. Can I just say, earlier on when you started this conversation, you had mentioned something about evolution and how you have read and studied, right? And you said that this was a conversation which you weren't prepared to go into. The way you sounded, it was clear that you had issues with evolution.
No,
so,
I don't.
You're forgetting that you had made that statement earlier on.
So no, I didn't forget.
You actually did about the Big Bang Theory.
I clearly said that.
I'm fine with doing it for the Big Bang Theory then.
So I clearly said that. And the reason I said that was that he's asking me direct questions, more or less, putting me on the spot. I'm fine with that. That's what social discourse is for. So yeah, that's fine. So my point in essence is this. It is two different things for something to be true or false. But it is another thing for you to believe it or not.
Oh, do you care if what you believe in is true?
Of course.
Great. I don't care about your belief system. We're going to check whether it's true.
No.
So let's go with the thing you were questioning. So we're going to go with the thing you were questioning.
So
the Big Bang Theory.
Let me finish.
The Big Bang Theory true?
Let me finish, please.
No. Is the Big Bang Theory true?
Can I?
Because we're going to stop pinpointing you and locking you in so you don't walk around.
So do you think that's fair?
When I ask you a question, we're going to be direct.
Do you think that's fair?
The Big Bang Theory true?
If I give you a direct answer,
yes or no?
No. I'm not doing that, please. You have to let me. This is a conversation. No it's not an interrogation. It's a conversation. You're not interrogating me.
And would be my answer, what I said before, is exactly still true. Wait a minute. Let's try this. Let's make it interesting, folks. How about we just do a timer?
How about we do
that
what?
way you can't get Gallup. You have to get directly to your answer.
See, I want to ask you one
question. Are you willing
question.
to do that? So we can have a conversation where you're not spending 5 minutes not answering the question.
Atheist Cat, 1 minute. Are we having a conversation or you're interrogating me?
Well, the problem is we're not having a conversation when
we're not.
Won't
Thank you. I just wanted clarity that we're not having a conversation, and everybody needs to know that.
We're having a conversation.
No, we're not. We're not.
A conversation requires honest discussion between two people, right?
But how can I know you're being honest as well? So you cannot be the judge of honesty.
Just tell me why I'm being dishonest.
You're being dishonest because you said we're having a conversation, but you're giving me close-ended questions and telling me you're trying to box me in. That's not fair.
No,
again, hold on. You said it. You said you're going to box me in.
Question.
No, that's not fair.
Victor, watch it. Wait a minute. Ask me a question. Just pick a question. Ask me a question. Ask me any question. Go ahead.
Where do you base your moral principles?
Yeah, see, when it comes to moral principles, I get from a lot of different sources, and I read different books and all, but I'm never sure if those books are truly true because those things can be incongruent. And when you assassinate the whispers that are going on into your head and you got to go through what's true and what's not true, then we go ahead and go to different books. But those books might not be true. So I got to go with my own moral compass. But my own moral compass goes with the book, but I can't trust the book all the way. So did I answer your question?
Yeah, it does, because you say
no, it didn't. Because I didn't say anything.
No, well, for me,
I
picked something.
Didn't get to
you tried to say exactly what I've been saying, and trust me, I understood
Victor,
where you're coming from.
Victor, I didn't. Well, that's the amazing thing. Wait a minute.
Can you repeat yourself?
The amazing thing just happened here, folks.
But can you repeat yourself?
No. That's the thing, Victor. I was just bullshitting.
Well, I picked.
And you took. Wait a minute. And you took my bullshitting.
I made sense of it.
Answer.
Yeah, I made sense. I made sense of you bullshitting me because you said you made some salient points. You did. So basically,
just stop.
So basically, you didn't answer my question.
Victor,
so you didn't answer my question.
Victor,
is that what you're saying?
Because
you didn't answer my question.
Victor, you stop.
No, you need to stop. You need to stop. You guys,
this is clear, folks.
Guess what?
Make sure we are clear what just happened here.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Not right now, Victor. I will mute after I'm done speaking, and then you can defend yourself. Let's go over what just happened. What I was doing was showing to him how he's been answering our questions, where he will use a lot of words and never actually say anything. He thought I was mimicking and repeating what he was saying, when all I was doing was going off of my brain, just rattling shit off. But he took it as a good answer, commenting his stuff. And when I said that I was just bullshitting, he changed his answer, changed his tone to, I knew you're bullshitting and all that, and you never answered my question, which is exactly the point. You don't actually answer the question. You will bullshit and get Gallup to go and try to get around everything so nobody can actually get what you mean down.
Okay. So can I respond?
Respond.
Good. So first of all, you've already said it in your conversation with me that you're trying to box me in. That removes the idea that you and I were having a conversation. You were interrogating me, and that's wrong to start with. So secondly, you asked me a question about evolution. And the reason why I said I wasn't going into it is the same reason, the same answer that I'm going to give to you now. The Big Bang, for example, people talk about the Big Bang. We'll talk about the evidence that leads to the fact that the universe is exploding from a center, and all of that. It's a long read. In my opinion, that did not happen by chance. I want to believe a superior being made it happen. But because you weren't having a discussion with me, because you came to interrogate me, you weren't going to give me the opportunity to make it clear to you that while I believe in the Big Bang, I feel like there is a guiding force behind that, which brings about the concept of God. Because I don't think the complexity of this world and the universe at large came by chance. But God forbid that you let me chip that in because you were interrogating me. You weren't asking me. You weren't trying to discuss with me.
What is going on here? What exactly are we listening? Look, I've been around for over 50. What are we doing? Since when? It's an example question that asks, are you going to school tomorrow? Yes or no is wrong. Since when? It's a question. Stop using this word salad to confuse these people. They will agree with you. But whatever you say, brother, let me speak. Whatever you do in here, it's like you seeing A, you just talking about W, E, F, G, H, I, J. It's that they gave you a typical example. They asked a question. They told you, look, is Jesus Christ God? Yes or no? Now, this is how you go about it. Let me tell you what you do. So Jesus was in Mary's stomach, and I think the Holy Spirit had sex, but I'm not very sure about that. But after that, I went out with Olu, and then after that, we came back home, and we just went to the movie. And you have never answered a simple question. That is what you are doing. And everybody is pointing it out. It's not me alone. Everybody is pointing the same thing out.
Please,
so
1 minute.
Listen to the question and answer the question. If I asked you that, my brother,
Please
if I
permission
asked you
everyone.
that,
Permit me to laugh.
hold on. If I ask Victor, please, are you a Christian? Yes or no? Is it a wrong question to ask?
But if you asked me a question and said on the live, everybody heard it, that you want to box me in, is that fair? Yes or no?
You are not listening.
No,
See,
no,
you are not listening.
It's
You
okay.
keep on
I'm not
doing the
listening
word
now.
salad thing, and you keep on getting away.
I'm not
going to let you do
listening
that.
now. I'm not
Listen to
listening
the
now.
question and listen to the question very well.
If you and me for a second, Raz,
Please,
when you said that thing
one second,
about
one second. Sorry. So what I just wanted to say quickly is that if he says that he believes in the Big Bang, but that there is a force or being or something that created, that caused the Big Bang to happen, then that means that the whole story of creation in the Bible is all bullshit. Yeah?
I would say more
The whole
that could have just said yes.
Okay.
And then explain that, but he doesn't think he thinks God did it.
No, but the whole story of creation in the Bible, if he believes in the Big Bang, whatever caused the Big Bang, right? Whatever caused the Big Bang, that means the entire story of creation in his Bible is just a wacky story. And if that story of creation in his Bible, if that falls to pieces, everything else in that book falls to pieces. Everything. Adam, Eve, Jesus, every fucking thing falls apart if that story of creation is not true. Because Adam and Eve, right? It's during the creation. That's when they ate of this fruit or whatever they ate. And Jesus came to rectify whatever went wrong. So it's a joke for you to say that the Bible is your moral compass. It's a joke, a huge joke at this point.
Can I respond to what you just said, Afro?
Joke.
Can I respond, please?
You cannot believe in the Big Bang and still think that the Bible is some trustworthy book in any way, shape, or form, however you cherry pick it, whatever part you are picking it from. Come on now, this is a joke.
Can I respond?
No, you don't have to respond. I'm not asking a question. Just wanted to say it.
Okay, so the point I'm making here brings us back to the beginning. You guys can accuse me of cherry picking, or somebody said something derogatory in the
cherry picking.
But no, that's fine. That's fine.
Picking.
Whatever makes you
are
comfortable.
Cherry picking. Just stop.
So let me just say one thing. In the beginning, I just talked about how nobody can say back to back what I've just said, that to the point where Atheist got even misunderstood my answers and took them for nonsensical ramblings, and he did.
You never answered. So who is going to understand anything? You never answered.
Hold on, 1 second. Raskilo did the same thing because they just believe that if I cannot comprehend this, then
now it is what you've been saying.
Hold on.
It is what you've been saying.
Let me finish.
Let that little
What
slide
are you
get
doing?
by.
Just
No,
let me finish, please.
Stop. We are not going to let that little slide go by.
No,
You think
No,
women don't
you're not going to
comprehend
do
what
that.
you're saying?
You cannot
No,
say
no.
you're having a conversation with
The
somebody
reason why we know you're not
and you're
actually
trying to box them
answering
in.
is because
No.
we comprehend what you're saying.
No, you don't.
We
You obviously
understand
don't.
what you're saying.
Because for
and
you
we
to
can
ramble
point out,
back to
hey,
me and
you're
say that
not
that is what I
answering the
was saying.
question.
No. First,
For
you have to
example,
understand
For
somebody.
example, wait a minute. Watch. Victor, what is the Big Bang Theory?
What's the Big Bang Theory?
Yes, what is the Big Bang Theory?
Postulated as an explosion that brought the universe into being.
The fact that you said it that way tells me you don't comprehend what the Big Bang Theory is.
Okay. Enlighten me.
You use the term explosion for one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you made it sound like this is an origin story. It's not the origin story.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you try to use different words to try and say something incorrectly doesn't mean we didn't comprehend what you tried to say. We can still tell when you're wrong about what you said.
Okay, but the fact that I use different words, like according to you, to say
When
something
they're
correctly.
wrong,
Hold on,
wrong.
please, 1 minute. The fact that I have used different words to say something according to you incorrectly, did you think I was? Oh fuck, man!
It's not.
Can you listen,
me,
please?
Victor.
Can you listen, please?
Do you think the Big Bang was an explosion?
Can you listen?
Do you think the Big Bang was an explosion?
So the fact that I called it an explosion.
It's a yes or no question.
No, you can't ask me yes or no questions because I don't ask me yes or no questions. You cannot. I completely disagree with. I don't agree with the premise of you asking me yes or no questions.
Victor, stop.
No.
I'm talking to Rask now.
No.
Rask.
Yes.
Is the Big Bang an explosion?
Yes, it is. Bang, boom.
It's an expansion, not an explosion.
Hey,
This
is what I'm saying. I don't know. So what I know is yes.
Thank you, Rask.
What? No, hold on. You think I'm speaking for you? Listen to what I did.
For me. You have to
Listen to what I did, brother. You're not the only one who's going to speak. There's a whole lot of. Hold on. Look, I spoke because he asked me a yes or no, and I said yes. If it is you, you'll be all over the place saying all kind of stuff. Let's say you are a lawyer. You go for an examination to write the bar to get to be a lawyer. If the question is written on the paper and it's a yes or no, are you going to write to the examiner? Don't ask me a question that is yes or no, because that is not. Are you going to do that?
Okay, can I answer that question?
Exactly, answer the question.
Wait,
Good.
before you answer, Victor, please, before you answer, you are not being fair to Atheist Cat when you say that because he said he was going to box you in, then therefore y'all are not having a conversation.
Of course, we weren't. He was interrogating me.
He was trying to make you see how you were operating, how you were, how you were engaging in the conversation.
So
you were not an honest interlocutor. You were not being an honest interlocutor, and this was what he was trying to do.
That's not what he was doing. I've told you exactly what he was doing.
Trying to do.
I've told you exactly what he was doing, and he said it himself. He said it himself. He said he wants to box me in.
Yeah, because you were not being an honest interlocutor.
But that is not an honest. That is not an honest discussion. But
it was an honest discussion.
1 minute. Let's go back.
Please answer my question.
Let's go back to the Big Bang. Let's go back to the Big Bang.
No, we're going to go back to the yes or no exam. What are you going to write there? You go there.
If I know the answer, I will write yes or no. If I know
so
the answer.
Why don't you tell us that you don't know?
No.
Rather than trying to tell us that, why are we asking you questions that is yes or no? Do you kind of get what is going on here?
You guys are not giving me the opportunity to express myself. He said himself that he wants to box me in. No. Brother, it wasn't a simple question.
You were asked a very simple question.
They were leading questions.
Have you eaten today? Yes or no? This is what you keep on doing. You went to the farm. Your mother took a bath, and when you saw the deer, you couldn't get the deer. You let me finish. When
And you ran
then
out of
after
gas
you
when
get
you
the
were
beer,
trying
you
to
ran out of
cook.
charcoal, you came back home,
Yes.
and then you saw Olu on the way. But when you saw Olu, you saw Vessel as well. But Vessel has a big yacht, so you stop up. What are you doing?
Excuse me.
What are you
Wait till
doing?
my
Guys.
get to do this.
Guys, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I want to add something. You
your
just
nyash is very important in this conversation.
Raskilo, they just asked you a question about the Big Bang, right?
Very
You and
important.
I have the same understanding of what the Big Bang was, because I did not read
Brother,
in depth.
I have no
Hold on,
idea what Big
please.
Bang is. I have
Thank
no
you.
idea.
But by the
I
way,
have
it
no
sounds.
idea. So
Oh,
listen to
can you
what
let
I
me
did.
finish?
I
I get your point.
No.
I get your point, Raskilo. Hold on. I get your point, Raskilo. You have no idea. That's fine. But for me, right, like every other person who does not know deeper about the Big Bang than the atheist cat knows, right? Because it says Big Bang theory, the expansion of the universe from a nucleus, blah, 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 and all of that, right? When I hear Big Bang, the first thing that comes to my mind is that, okay, maybe at a point in time it exploded, an explosion happened.
Bang.
Yeah, and I said, and we said it's more or less a bang. Atheist cat came back to us and said, "This is how he knows I'm being disingenuous." Hold on,
You are
please.
going off the topic right now. We're talking about
How
yes
is it
or
off
no
topic?
right now.
You just said it now.
We are talking about yes or no.
Late where I am. It's very late where I am.
How can you say? How can you say?
What are you saying?
Excuse me. Excuse me. It's very late where I am, so I don't want to shout.
We're in the same time
can
frame.
we please, Victor, please. At some point, as grown adults, we should learn to put our hand up and say, you know what? I was wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to say, I don't know. Oh, goodness. It's okay to say, I don't know. Raskilo said it real simple. I don't know. Come on, man.
No, Raskilo said it was an explosion. He didn't say he didn't know.
Listen to what I said. I said, yes, it's a big bang. I answered the yes first.
But you didn't hear the sarcasm in Raskilo's response?
So and besides, he didn't hear the yes. He didn't hear the yes.
My point.
He didn't hear the yes part.
My point continues.
Did you realize the question was a yes or no to me? I answered first. You can answer and then elaborate, but you don't avoid the question and go on doing your own thing. That is what we're telling you. It's a universal thing.
The problem is that
universal thing.
The problem is that when you say yes or no in a question where you can elaborate, you're not given the chance to elaborate, especially when somebody say they want to box you in. When it's an interrogation, you don't get to elaborate.
Bro,
do you understand?
I don't think you getting the conversation, because it's like, and I asked you. I keep on asking you. You are not answering. I've asked you a question several times. You're not answering. I keep on telling you. You sound very educated. You're using all these big words. Now, I'm telling you, if you go to an exam room and it's written, blah, 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 yes or no, what is going to be your response?
Yes or no.
So why can't you answer Atheist cat?
Because one, Atheist cat is interrogating me, and I'm not in an exam room. We're having a conversation.
You full of shit. I gotta say, because
how?
If you say, are you saying the question that was given to you that says yes or no, is it not interrogating?
Of course, it's interrogating when you're asking me yes or no. I'm telling you.
So are you going to answer that question?
We're not having a conversation. We're not having a conversation there.
Hey, Victor, are you a man? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm a man. I know the answer to that question.
See how easy that was?
Yeah, that's
exactly.
You could have just said, yes, I believe in Big Bang Theory, and God did it.
You still haven't answered the question I asked you about your moral principles. How do you make moral judgments?
The same way you do.
How?
Through society and growing up and environmental factors and what's best for myself, but also for the society around me.
So more or less,
the same way you get yours.
More or less, how it depends on how you feel.
No. But it's exactly the same way you get yours.
How do you know how I get mine?
Because I can prove that you don't get yours from the Bible.
What if? So how do you know how I get mine? Prove that I don't get mine from the Bible.
Sure. Is slavery wrong?
Slavery is wrong.
God and the Bible never says slavery is wrong.
I don't agree with that part of the
I
Bible.
that slavery is wrong.
I don't agree with that part of the Bible.
It doesn't matter. It says it in the Bible. That's what God wants. That's what God
I just
said.
said I don't agree with that part of the Bible. You see where the problem is?
Then you just confirmed what this cat has been saying.
Yeah, it's a cherry picker.
But I just told you I don't
Apart
agree
from
with that part of the Bible.
Because you're cherry picking the ones you like. You're cherry picking the ones you like.
It's cherry picking. Apart from the fact that it's cherry picking, Atheist cat said he is not taking his moral.
Wait, hold on. Chef goes one second. Guys, did you notice he just cherry picked just now? Did anyone notice it? Did anyone notice that he just cherry picked just now?
Okay.
Now,
hold
when
on.
you tell him,
Not only did I get him to prove he cherry picked,
then when you tell him that he is being cherry picking, is there no? You guys are not
Okay,
doing
so
that.
when I asked Atheist Card
You just
where he picks where he got his moral principles from, why did can I say he's cherry picking for choosing for saying the same way I get mine?
You just cherry picked. In fact, the cherry was so red and
it's not
juicy.
cherry picking. It's not cherry picking when he said
that cherry you just picked just now. Oh Lord.
So
not only did I prove that he picked the Bible,
Afro-atheist.
I showed that. Wait a minute, hold on. My point was you don't get yours from the Bible.
No, but is that a question I asked you? Though?
Wait a minute, hold on. And if the Bible says slavery's okay, never says it's not okay, and you agree with me that slavery is never okay, then you got that slavery is never okay from someplace outside the Bible. Thus, you do not get your morality from the Bible.
So where is that place that I got it outside the Bible?
Doesn't matter. I made my point.
So who's cherry picking now? Doesn't matter really. If I said that, this whole place would erupt.
Wait. Do you understand
this whole place would
wait
erupt.
a minute, hold on.
It doesn't matter,
I cannot
really.
cherry pick the Bible. Wait a minute, Victor.
You just said it doesn't matter.
Let me explain. Shush. I cannot be cherry picking the Bible like you do, because I don't think the Bible is an accurate or a moral book to begin with. I get zero morality from the Bible.
So I just asked you a question.
I'm not cherry picking the Bible.
No, you didn't. You didn't answer the question. It's even worse than cherry picking.
I literally answered the
Where
question.
do you get your moral principles?
The exact same place you do.
Where is that?
I listed it. What did I say? Were you paying attention?
List it for me again.
Why should I have to listen to it again? You weren't paying attention.
So now you find it uncomfortable when someone is asking you direct questions. Now you see how it feels. Go on, list them for me.
Not uncomfortable at all.
Huh?
Not uncomfortable at all.
Well, go on then, list them for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I your little puppy dog? No, it doesn't work like that. I listed the information, and the fact that you weren't listening is a problem for you.
You've just proven that the same thing you were doing to me just now was actually uncomfortable, because there you are.
No,
you're stuck
it's not.
and not telling me.
I asked you a yes or no question.
Where I didn't even ask you a yes or no question. I didn't even ask you a yes or no question.
Victor, you speak English. You speak good English, but do you understand English?
No, I understand pidgin.
What you just
Baba, stop this thing. What do you mean? Do I understand English? I'm speaking English since morning.
Bro, just calm down. You speak
No, don't do that.
Mean you really
you people are insulting me, and
do this.
I'm not letting it.
If it sounds like an insult to you, I don't care at this point.
No, it is, but that's not nice.
I have a
conversation. It's not nice.
But my question is, Vessel. This question goes to you, Vessel. Are you there?
Sir.
All right, Vessel. Have you seen a lion before? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Olu, have you seen a lion before? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you. There's this guy up there. I can't see the name. Is it Tom? Something. Or
Black
whatever.
sheep.
Yeah, the black sheep. My brother, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, please. Have you seen a lion before? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Atheist Cat, have you seen a lion before? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. What is it? Chef, have you seen a lion before? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Dan, have you seen a lion before? Yes or no? Dan, have you seen a lion before? Yes or no? Are you there? Okay, Dan is not here. Afro. Afro.
Hey, baby daddy.
Yes, Afro. Do you still
Hey.
love me? Do you still love me? Yes or no?
Oh, you know I always love you. Always. Always.
Thank you. Now let's do Victor. Victor, have you seen a lion
No,
before?
you didn't
Yes or
ask
no?
me the question.
Yes.
You did
No,
not ask me the question.
No,
Raskilo.
yours is about love, so we keep it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Victor, have you
No.
seen a lion before? Yes,
Yes.
or no, my brother? So do you understand? Do you see how easy it was that we are all on the same page? You see, I asked the question and I added yes or no. You could say yes and move on, or you haven't even. So that is what we are trying to tell you. Do you understand what we are all saying?
Can I explain my understanding? Can I explain what I just understood?
Go ahead.
Good, thank you. When you ask the Afro-atheist, do you love me? What did she say?
She said, yes, I always love you.
No, she said, you know I always love you. I was listening attentively. There's a reason why I was listening. Do you know? No, hold on, guys. 1 minute, please.
Let him go where he wants to go. Go ahead.
I'm not going far. Don't worry. The point that I'm trying to make is that the Afro-atheist could have said, yes, I love you, right? But there are other things that come with the answer she wants to give you to create the reassurance that she's trying to pass. Now, let me bring it back to what made you start asking that question. Atheist Cat was asking me alternative, like questions with two answers, where there could be more elaborations, more explanations, more extrapolations to the question she's asking me in order to make sense of what I was saying. But guess what? It is unfair that he's saying answer yes or no. And then when I answer yes or no, it cuts me off from that.
My brother, I hear what you're saying. So that's why
Wallahi, you are not hearing it. If you're hearing it, you wouldn't cut me off.
Sorry. Forget about the wallahi part. That's what. Putting on a sheet of paper.
Raskilo, hold on. In this conversation, the guy said that wallahi. Earlier on, he was cursing. The guy said that fuck. The guy was fuck. now we don't enter Islamic.
It is me expressing my frustration. I'm not going to lie. What I want you guys to do.
You were swearing earlier on. Now wallahi.
My brother.
Somebody in the comment section said somebody in the comment section has accused me of having mental problems. So I've seen a lot today, but that's fine. The point I'm trying to make is that you guys can actually believe my version and my understanding of where I'm underpinning my moral principles and leave it at that. I don't need to justify it to anybody. But if you need me to justify
that's why you keep on justifying.
No, you ask me questions.
Keep on justifying.
No, I'm not justifying. I'm clarifying. I don't need to justify it to you because I'm not preaching to you. I'm clarifying. I'm telling you what I know.
Let me ask you something. You see, I mean, I'm not very educated. I think like a 2-year-old. So I'm going to ask you direct questions, and you will feel bored, but you wouldn't be able to answer what I'm asking you. Now, please, Christianity, right? Does it have a guidebook? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, is the Bible the guidebook for Christianity? Yes or no?
No.
All right. Now,